Right. I'm here. Proxicon, call me Kurt Angle, G Starwind. I've had a terrible day. I'm going to tell you this right now. I've had a terrible fucking day. I'm starting late for a reason. And it's not... God. I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to get on with it. Regardless, hopefully you're all doing good. Do you know how many clips I'm seeing of this this Citizen whatever it is film about the geezer going around blasting all the Muslims because they're gang raping? Do you know how many clips of that film I keep getting on social media, and how many comments with thousands of likes where people were just like in full support of it? We could have a serious fucking issue in these countries if our politicians carry on the way they're going. We could have a serious fucking social situation on our hands in our countries, bro. But anyway, how you doing? How are we all? Turn the Xbox on. Hopefully you're doing alright. I'm doing alright. For now. It will spawn. Do you know what? Good. Good. So the guy's already live. stupidly, we're going to watch him. I'll go from the start.
Another BMW for about 3 years.
Talking about BMW is good.
Because, ladies and gentlemen,
stop saying ladies and gentlemen.
It is official.
Okay, I don't care. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, that was the start. Also, in other news, England barely scraped through the group stages of the World Cup. We won't be watching any of the matches live on stream. We barely scraped through against the Democratic Republic of Congo. We were losing 1-0 for like 70 minutes, I say. And then they managed to get to Harry Kane and he scored a couple of goals. Somehow we scraped through. Somehow we scraped through. It is definitely not coming home, okay? Football is definitely not coming home. I didn't even watch it. I just watched the highlights and talked to people that actually know about football, because I don't know shit about it. And I was informed that indeed we were terrible. I was informed that we were absolutely awful and basically lucky as fuck is the only reason we won this football match tonight. We were lucky as fuck. Do people even care about England anymore? Yeah, Mexico. And isn't Mexico on like home turf as well? Won't Mexico be playing on home turf? Yeah, in altitude. That's what I saw. They're on home turf at altitude. So the guys are going to get tired faster. Game over. We're going out, son. We're going out. And then again, apparently, even if we beat Mexico, after that, we have to play Argentina, and they'll destroy us, apparently. The professional level of football is at an all-time low. I know, you would know more than me. You would know more than me. Kian, that's apparently what happened, I saw. We was at work for some of it, great. So yeah, we're going out, probably. Even the vibe this year, like I was kind of up for it, and then just the vibe of it this year, it's just not there. No one's really up for it. No one's really all over it. Pubs and that. Probably because of where I live. Right, let's have, do you know what? Let's have a shout out. Before we do anything, there is nothing like what football was a decade ago. Almost all the superstars of our generation have retired. Do you know what I've been watching recently? There's this, I don't even like football. I don't even like football. But, Captain and Boone, I see you. I don't even like football, but, oh, hang on a minute. Where the fuck is my mix it up not turned on? Whatever. I don't like it, but I've been watching, there's this podcast called The Overlap, and it's just a bunch of old footballers from like my era, like Ian Wright and Roy Keane and a few others. But it's quite interesting because they interview a lot of other sports personalities. Like they interviewed Rory. They talk a lot about football, but they talk about all sports, and like they had Ricky Gervais on now. Gary Neville, that's it. Do you know what? I really like it. Just because it's like, obviously, again, it's my generation, but even the parts that are football, they're just entertaining together. And then, as I say, they don't always just talk about football. Yeah, David, they have Gary Neville, they got, is it Jamie Carragher or someone like that? I can't remember the guy's name. But yeah, it's I've watched a bunch of them, they're really good. I was actually very surprised. I watched the Ricky Gervais one first, I think, because it was an interview. I was like, okay, I'll watch that, it's funny. Right, should we do a shout out really quick? Let's see if my shout outs still work. Okay, that don't work. The only one that works is my shout outs, the random ones of me.
Sit on his throne and see the ending.
Watch this.
You supported it. You supported Blueprints, and it will be back next week. Okay, I gotta go.
I was probably laughing at how easily he turned it off right there. I'm assuming.
You can clip this or write it down.
Wow, this is like 4 years
better
ago.
not be a shit clip that cuts out the whole point. You can clip this. I'm never going to stop streaming. Yeah? Cheers. 3, 2, 1.
Wearing the cape?
Clip that shit. Good. Hold me to it. Cheers, everyone.
Oh, I made it a hooded cape. That's right. I made it a hooded cape. I forgot. Look, we got the cape. The cape's back. Hang on a minute. 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 Hang on a minute.
I mean, there's numerous ways to wind up in the hospital or potentially die.
You got to look off to the side. You can't look there. It's got to be up there. I don't even like Superman. I'll be honest. I don't even like Superman. Sanity big ups. You know this cape's hot as well. Oh, and now I marked one again. Hang on a minute. Where'd Superman go? Where'd Superman go? What's that music? Oh. Another shout out.
Just see how high I can go.
Jump Giants. That's a good clip. Look how high I can jump. You can't see it properly. I used to do trampoline at school. Right, one more, just because we're here now. Where's Akuma's cape? Akuma. Chikupa. What is it, boy? What? Thanks. He went, ow. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess that's your opinion. Good. I appreciate you telling me. Right. I appreciate you telling me. MTC did big ups. Well, one more shout out. Yeah, do you know what I mean, GPM? That's the issue. I don't mind playing ranked, but I'm going to get bored of playing ranked and just getting the shit kicked out of me after like 30, 40 minutes. and I want to play the game, but just the chat seeing me try and practice the same combo, like, the trouble is you can't properly practice with the ranked thing.
Life
always
makes us
offering
see
you
you.
a match, because in the end you're like, press. That was good. An old clip, me and GPM, loving life. Okay, let me hear some of this bullshit. Let me hear some of this bullshit, then we'll play some games if I get too bored.
Good morning, everyone. Guess what? It's time for another episode of the DSP Morning Show here on DSP Gaming. Good morning, everyone.
Episode.
It is Wednesday, the 1st of July, 2026. It's a new month. That's exciting. We're into summertime fun. All kinds of cool vibes going on. I wish that I had better news to bring you guys today, but I don't really have good news at all. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it is official. July 1st, 2026 will go down in history as Physical Gaming Media Armageddon. What that means is that as of today, it is absolutely official. The games industry has decided to move on from physical game discs. This is something that, if you've been following the industry for a while like I am, you've seen the writing on the wall for a very long time. Ever since you would buy a game disc, put it in your console, and find out, oh, the game's not on this disc. Actually, it's just a digital placeholder. It immediately triggers whichever digital store you're using, whether that's PlayStation Network or the Xbox Live Store, and then it starts downloading the real game onto your console. So what was the disc for? The answer is nothing. It was just a
with the
placebo
5 bits?
to make you think you physically own something that you actually don't. Because in reality,
What
for
the
those who
fuck
don't
is
know,
Mix It Up
when
not
you
open?
buy a video game in the modern era, you don't own it. Unless you actually are buying the
Mix It Up
IP,
literally just not
intellectual
going to
property
open?
of the game, you
Okay.
don't own the game. You just own a license to play it. And that's exactly what has happened, is people have misunderstood what game ownership
Oh, here it
is
is. Finally.
for a very, very long time, thinking that because you own a physical copy,
No, it vanished
you
again.
actually
Good.
own the game. That's why there's a whole resale market for games that has had a humongous industry crash in the last 10 years. Why do you think GameStop, who used to be the #1 gaming store in the world, had to completely reposition and now become a place that basically sells junk like pop culture figures and t-shirts,
Like the shit you've got behind you.
or does Pokemon card trade-ins?
Like all the shit you've got
That's
behind you,
why.
yeah?
You know, everything is changing. And what we're going to do today is to actually analyze what's going on, because it first started just a few days ago when we covered the announcement of the pre-orders of GTA 6, and Rockstar outright said no physical copies. We will only ever be giving out digital codes. Even if you buy the physical box edition, there's still a code inside. Then the entire internet went crazy and said, oh, there has to be physical, there has to be physical. And they even started making stuff up. Like, they started taking obscure help request responses from Rockstar as, oh, look, they're going to make a physical copy. Rockstar then confirmed, we are not making physical copies. There will never be a disc of GTA 6. And so, I think this has been the spark where the entire industry was just waiting for one big company, one big game, to someone to make the push towards all digital.
What do you mean the entire industry? Most of the industry... Steam is an entirely digital storefront, and it has been up for how long now? Xbox Live has been able to download and buy games for what, the last 15 years? It's quite obvious they want you doing that as opposed to buying the fucking games, or at least they want you on their architecture. No one needed a push. They're already doing that. They just let you put a fucking disc in the machine. PlayStation launched without a fucking disc drive. PS5 or is it PS4 launched with no disc drive versions. Like a bunch of PCs don't have fucking disc or DVD drives now. Exactly, 23 years. What writing on the wall? What prescience was this? You know? What prescience? What fucking veil did you lift and see behind? It's like, you know, 10 years after tape or CD coming out and announcing that records aren't going to be a thing anymore. And everyone's just like, yeah, we know. When's the last time any of you bought a physical disc game? I'm sure some of you still do, and for old ones, when's the last time you wanted a new AAA game and you went out to the shop and bought it? A brand new game. When is the last time anyone did that? I only ever do it if I see it secondhand in somewhere like CEX. If it's a game I'm looking for, or an old game maybe that's backwards compatible, then I'll do it. Yeah. No one. Armageddon. He as usual, his take is completely dented and retarded.
And since Rockstar made that push, everyone is going to follow suit. It began today. Are you ready? I think we just jump right into this story. Let's do it. Let's cover the news right at the beginning and top of the show. Okay? Ready for this? Well, I was ready. There we go.
Right.
PlayStation blog. Physical disc production ending in January 2028.
Yeah. They launched with a console that didn't have a disc drive.
For new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only.
Mate, I had Dead Space 2 on disc. It was the Dead Space 2 was still 2 discs.
Continue to shift away from physical disc to digital. Physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting in January 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that already released or will be releasing prior to January 2028 in the disc format. This is a natural
brain dead.
Sony Interactive to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. The transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. Thank you to the faithful Kimono. That's very generous of you, and I will shout that out in a second. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. We'll continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation and how players can blah, 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 blah. Nothing. Okay? So here's the thing again. The writing has been on the wall for a long time that this was going to happen. We saw everyone starting to buy digital. The internet infrastructure in the world improved worldwide, so everyone could get these games digitally day one. DLC distribution, became solely digital, and we kind of had a feeling, right? But again, when you buy a disc, you put it in your console, and it literally doesn't install anything. It just says go right to the store and it downloads the game. You could have done that already. So the disc didn't matter. And what you have to understand is, especially now, what's going on in the world. Inflation is rampant and crazy, and pricing of RAM, memory cards, etc. is going up. World strife causing things like gas prices to fluctuate. Well, what's going to happen is every industry is going to try to penny pinch. They're all going to try to tighten their belts a little bit. And producing a physical disc, a physical box, a printed, insert costs money. Money that companies like Sony think that they could do better appropriating somewhere else, that it doesn't really add to additional sales or value to actually have a physical copy anymore. So You might say, this isn't a big deal, right? Because already the industry was headed this way, so why does this matter? Okay? So I do have two actual reasons that I think that this matters significantly that we should absolutely bring up, okay? Reason number one is the entire preface of sharing a game or renting a game or reselling a game. I want you to think about this. A digital code cannot be resold once it's been redeemed. A digital code cannot be traded with your friends so they can borrow a game and see if it's any good. A digital code cannot be resold at any kind of a store. Therefore, digital codes become one-time purchases where only you have access to this game.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah.
If this change had come and Sony announced, from now on, we're actually going to have a new digital marketplace where you can buy and sell digital versions of
No
games
one's
and
gonna
their
do that.
licenses, I'd be like, okay, not a big deal.
No one's going to do that. Why would someone do that? Fucking dented. The digital reselling market? Are you fucking stupid?
They didn't do that. They're just going to take away physical medium completely and give you no alternative besides...
Yeah, no, because most people don't want it, and most kids have grown up... The only reason my kids even had DVDs is because they were my old ones. Like, most kids now grow up without ever even, like, having a DVD. My daughter's, one of them, she on her Wii, she has still got the cartridges. But even on their, sorry, not the Wii, what's it called? Switch. On her Switch, she's still got the cartridges. But even on that, most of the games are downloaded. Everything they watch is online. Everything they watch is online. They don't buy DVDs. When they want to buy a game, my daughter goes to Game Pass. She's like, what's on Game Pass at the minute? Yeah, it's just, that's the future. When my dad was little and there was only 3 channels, when he wanted to change the channel, his dad would go, change the channel, son, and he had to get up and walk to the TV and press the button. When I was a little kid, he said to me, get up and change the channel to BBC 2, Spence, and I would get up and press the big number 2 button on the telly. And then this thing came along. And all of a sudden, TVs don't have buttons on them no more. It's just a cause and effect thing. That's all it is. Most people now don't buy discs, don't buy CDs, don't buy DVDs. What happens? Everything's digital. People don't want that shit around their house. If there are, they usually are if they have them at all. But you're not wrong. But if they are like collectible items, they'll release a short run of them. Like, people don't, and people who want that will go out and buy that. That's why bands nowadays, even though vinyl is dead, bands will still release a limited run of their album on vinyl. You're not supposed to take it home to a record player and play it. That's a collector's item. That's been made for collectors. Yeah, when a TV used to be a giant square fucking, was it cathode ray? The giant fucking... Bro, if you pop a TV, they go bang, son. If you find an old TV and you smash it, you better be careful. Because that old fucking... That old cathode ray, it's like a giant bulb, basically. It's like a giant bulb. It's a giant thick, yes, and there's a vacuum inside. They fucking pop, son. Don't throw something at it, because that TV will go bang and come out at you, bruv. That shit will go boom. Yeah, they're heavy as fuck. In Fords, right? In Fords... Now, this is like early 2000s when I was at Fords. So at this point, PCs and DVDs and not quite flat screens, but, you know, modern TVs and HDMI is a thing, right? At Fords, they had these old conferencing TVs. Like, if you imagine now, a big business, they'd have a big flat screen TV, maybe a projector, and they do a conference with, you know, all the directors, whatever. they had in the old training centre, which wasn't always the training centre, they had this conference area from like the 60s or the 70s, and they had these TVs in there. This thing, I swear to you, it was like fucking 70, 80-inch TV, yeah? But it was an actual television, like a unit built into the wall. It was a fucking giant in the conference room. A giant television set built into a unit in the wall, but it was like an actual TV. And because it was so old, they were bringing in fucking PS2s and shit and plugging stuff into it. When we was like on our few like last weeks when we was apprentices, they were plugging fucking PS2s and old consoles into it on this giant old fucking, hang on. No, bigger than that. It was bigger than that. But yeah, it was like, no, not like that. It's bigger than that. It was like built into the wall. Not in a room like this, but like, and the shit was built into the fucking wall, son. It was massive. No, again, it's too small, but like, again, in a big box like that. No, I mean, it's hard to be specific and find a picture, but yeah, like a giant. It was massive, bro. It was massive. Again, bigger than that, but again, the surrounding that was like old and wooden and shit. But yeah, you get the idea.
Here's your code.
It's just progress.
You're gonna like it.
It's just progress.
Now,
Do you know what we was playing? Time Splitters. Because I remember playing Time Splitters
a very long time ago. At the launch of the Xbox One, Don
you could play that co-op.
then was the head of Xbox, outright stated, we're not going to have the physical medium anymore, right? No trading of games, no buying and selling to your friends or handing to your friends. We're just going to have it all be digitally linked to the console. And if you remember at that time, everyone was in an uproar. Oh my God, no way. And then Sony, it was actually Sony who did that E3 skit where the two guys who were the heads of Sony, one guy says, how do you trade your games, or how do you lend your games to a friend like this? And it just shows him like handing the game over. There you go. Well, guess what? That's done because there's no more physical discs. So how on earth would you ever do it? Right? So it's funny because it was Sony who over a decade ago was the one giving the razz to Xbox because Xbox wanted to do this first. And Sony said, we won't do it.
I actually annoyingly made this point on Discord, but because they were talking about Sony and DRM, and I was like, remember when Xbox got royally like shafted for all the DRM stuff they wanted to do? Sony wanted to do that as well. They just pretended that they didn't at the time to make themselves look better. Sony wanted to do all that shit as well. And now, DRM is in everything. Now, DRM is in absolutely everything, son. Everything.
But now Sony is the one actually pushing this forward, not Xbox. So number one, I do think that's the number one problem is no more resale market whatsoever. No more sharing games with friends. No more rentals. It's all over. All that entire market is now done. Okay? However, there is another bigger issue. And if you want to really get to the meat of it, I actually think this is
meat of
one
the
of the
game.
major reasons why Sony is doing it. Are you ready? Shout out to Dustin Furman on X, who made an excellent post. And in this post,
so we're just reading Twitter now.
This totally sucks. They will eventually try to blame this decision on the handheld, but the reality is they want you spending more money on games with less consumer choice. Don't take my word for it. Look at the prices of physical versus digital on PSN for these older titles. You ready for this? Astrobot, which was the launch title for PlayStation 5. You can buy physical right now on Amazon for $39. If you try to get it Digitally from Sony, $60. God of War Ragnarok, you can buy physically on Amazon right now for $32.75. They're still charging full price on PlayStation Network. Gran Turismo 7, $38.99 on Amazon, physical. Digital, $69.99. And lastly, The Last of Us, Part 1, which I believe this is the PS5 remake version of it, $34.38, physical, digital, full price. So, why do you really think Sony is going to get rid of physical disc production? They want to have a stranglehold on the market for their games. This isn't so much of a big deal if you're talking third-party games, because third-party games obviously can be played across multiple platforms. No one really has a control of the market. You could get a third-party game on Steam. You could get it on other digital stores for PC. Then you could get it on PSN. You could get it on Xbox Store, right?
Okay.
But for the exclusives, for the ones that these companies design exclusively,
Which are few and far between now,
they will now have a complete control over the market. What I'm going to say right now, maybe a little controversial, but I am now foreseeing a monstrous explosion of third-party sellers selling digital redemption codes. For example, there are third-party sites out there you can go and you can buy a code for these games that you then redeem on PlayStation Network that's much cheaper. Okay? I'm going to predict that we are going to see a mass increase of people now buying those codes, because it used to be, I'll just get the physical copy.
what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I predict that when you can't buy them physically, everyone will start buying it digital. Yeah, G2A has been around for what, 10 plus years? I suspect there's frugal gaming is one as well. I suspect at least 3 personality disorders. Yeah, he barely finishes them, you're right. Fucks up with my hair. What is this hair? I look like Annie Lennox.
It's $30, but now there's no more physical copy. So go to the reseller and buy it there, and it's actually cheaper.
Why would they go to... Right, whatever, man. Whatever. We're not getting into it. I don't need to go over this. Anyone that is actually a gamer that pays attention knows. All he knows about these websites. All he knows about this stuff. Oh, we got to watch this. The proper video. There's a new Agent Proper video.
So the next step, and this again, this is just a prediction. The next step might be Sony starts to crack down on digital codes, saying, oh, now there's no more digital code sales. We're not going to allow that. Instead, it's just going to be you have to buy through PlayStation Network Store. That's it.
Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Oh, yeah, because they really want everyone to buy their PlayStations just from them. Yeah. Only on our store, and you can only buy it from us. Because that works out so well for all these other companies, doesn't it? No one ever gets around that.
Which is crazy to think, because they're saying we are going to still sell the codes in stores. But what if you have this resellers market that's basically undercutting them? They might get angry and say, we're not going to do that
How
anymore.
could they possibly undercut them, you fucking retard? I saw a post on Reddit once. I think it was Reddit. And it was something along the lines of, what is what is something you've done that sounds really? It was something like sounds really cool and like not edgy, but like, you know, cool and exciting, naughty or whatever, but is actually boring as hell once you know. And the top comment was trimming weed. If anyone has had to trim weed, you know that it's an arduous, slow, boring process. At first, the first time I done it, I was trying to be neat and that, and they kind of just like not laughed at me, but was like, "Nah, you'll see." By the end, if you've done it a few times, you're just like, bits are getting chopped off, it's falling down, all that gets collected up at the end. Well, it's not futile, it's just slow as fuck. You think it's going to be really not interesting, but you're like, "Oh, trimming weed, this is oh." No, you just sit there with gloves, getting sticky as fuck fingers. Chop, chop, chop. I tell you what, though, one of the best joints I've ever rolled. Not one of the best, but what is amazing when you trim weed. Okay, so you trim weed, you use a pair of scissors, a couple of pairs of scissors, constant for like 3-4 hours. Hours if you trim weed, yeah, hours. Takes ages, yeah, hours. Trimmed all the weed, yeah, but then at the end you got these scissors. And all over the scissors, stuck all over the blades, is this dark brown, green, sticky residue left from all the weed, THC, and you scrape all the scissors off. And normally that's like it's a really sticky, like it's almost like blue tack. You scrape them all off, and you get this little ball of the resin. Yeah, just bits of. It's not just the resin; it's got bits of leaf in it and that. But yeah, and you get that. And then you stretch it out into a little thing like that, and then you put it in a joint and you smoke it. That's what you do. If you're like me, you're a bit crazy, and you get that, and you stretch it out, and you put a bit of that in an actual joint with other weed, and then you smoke that. And then it just smells amazing. I mean, it's just the way it's the future, Mr. Deaf Guys. Like I said, everything's digital, Steam's all digital, everything's digital. Like, people don't buy it. Why would you keep making the discs if people don't buy them? Some people do, but a lot of people don't. That's the thing. A lot of people don't buy it. If people bought it, they would maybe carry it on, but that's the issue. People don't buy them.
This is a big industry shift, everybody. This is huge. And you have to understand, this, sadly, is anti-consumer. This is taking control out of the hands of you and me and putting it solely in the hands of these corporations. They want to choke you for every dollar they can because costs are going up. So, yeah, as much as I've been...
I know, see, I get it, Mr. Deaf Guard. You might, but most people don't. And again, it's not about what's better or worse even, or owning it, not owning it. The market dictates. And if the market is showing these companies that most people don't buy a physical copy and don't buy a physical thing, then why would they use all these funds to keep making this stuff that people aren't buying and there's not as much call for? I'm all for keeping maybe a small contingent of physical alive, but again, depending on how much it's cost effective, even material wise, it's just not worth it. I'm not saying you're wrong for wanting to buy a physical. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's more just like that's just the way it is. I've said it before, but there is a fantastic line in it's like season 3 or season 2 of Deadwood, said by Ian McShane's character Al Swearingen, and he says, "Change ain't looking for friends. Change calls the tune we dance to." I mean, and that's it. That's life. You know, that's it. Sadly.
100% saying the writing's on the wall. This is eventually going to happen, and there's not much we can do about it. It's still sad, and it's still bad news for us as consumers and gamers. Okay? Now, that's not the only news going on in regards to this. Xbox announced a new initiative this morning, very weird, that Sony announces they're completely getting rid of game discs in 2028. And now, immediately, Xbox makes this announcement. You ready for this?
No.
Xbox is testing disc-to-digital features that will digitize your physical game collection. So what they're stating is they're going to have a digital collection available on Xbox consoles. You take your physical disc, you put it in the console, it scans it. Now you own the game digitally, so you don't need to have the disc ever again. You'll have it attached to...
That is wild. Now that is wild. Because then you're going to have all these people with these physical things that can convert. So even if they don't have the disc or they lose it or whatever, they can still have that game. That's crazy.
To your, I guess, your ID or whatever on Xbox. So you'll have a digital collection following you around, even if you bought the game physically. Sounds like a good idea, and it sounds like, hey, that could help the customer. Except you understand where this is going. What they want to do is...
Yeah, we know. They want to get rid of the disc part, you fucking brain-dead, melty-faced cunt.
is get all of your games digitally so that you don't need the physical media anymore.
We know.
And it devalues the physical media, therefore, it makes sense to phase it out. Do you see? So, yeah.
I love how he's sitting there like he's worked something out that people didn't know like 10 years ago. This guy's sitting there all full of himself like as if none of us worked this out before.
Yeah, I hate to say it, even Xbox, it looks like, was going to do it, and it looks like Sony just beat them to the punch on their announcement, but that's exactly what this is. Why else would Xbox be offering to turn your physical discs digital? What purpose would that have, right? Because they want to get rid of physical media too. So, there you go. Hey, and Wiggle Will just made a good point. He says, keep in mind, when everything ends up being digital now, no physical media, imagine what happens if Xbox or PlayStation decides, oh, you broke their terms of service somehow, and they freeze your account. Now you lose your entire game collection because you don't have anything physical. What if someone hacks your account and steals it? You literally, it's like mass theft.
But why would you have what? That can happen now. That can happen now. Why would you have got... And if you're a collector, just because you could scan your disc, doesn't mean that you would. Like, doesn't mean you get rid of it, sorry. You probably still keep all the physical copies. Most people would that have still... Someone's got a physical copy of some fucking 360 game. They're most likely going to, even if they scan it and they can play it without the disc, they're most likely going to keep hold of the physical copy regardless. I had a bunch of mine. I'd give them to my ex's fucking boy. Her sister's kid. Her nephew or whatever. Loads of 360 games I had. Loads. I'd give them all away. PlayStation, I had a load of PlayStation 2 games as well. Give them all away. I don't want to hold on to any of that. Oh, wow, look, I've got a game that's worth 80 quid from 30 years ago. Give a fuck about that. That's what a fucking job's for, dude. Someone else going to enjoy that, play those games. Fuck do I care about some sealed fucking copy of a game that I had dozens of hours of enjoyment in? That's the whole fucking point.
Someone just stole your entire game collection out from under you. You own nothing because all you ever had was a digital ID.
Yeah, that's my account. See this? Yeah, I get it. See this? There you go. 1,138 games. Sorry, 83. 1,183 games. Some of those are Game Pass. Owned games. Let's go to my owned games. 572. There you go. And the vast, I mean, all of them. Every single one of these is digital. And again, it's all attached to the one account. So yeah, I'm not trying to, like, please don't touch my fucking account or anyone. Like stay away from me. Hey, Street Fighter. Oh yeah, I remember that. But like, why? What's the difference? What's the difference? This is already a thing. Yeah, Prey is good. Hotline. Hotline. Last game on the left. What one? Here? What? Hyperlight Drifter. Oh, that. Immortals of Avium. I think my mate bought that one. That was that one that flopped. Cameo. Jetpack. I'm not sure what that is. Some of these might be free games or things that have come with the account over years. I beat Hotline recently on stream. I beat it recently. I'll give you a level or two of Hotline. Oh, bottom of the list. Oh. Okay, which one? Yes, Prey's very good. Very good. There was a UFC game. Yeah, there was a UFC one. I was not very good at it though. Where was it? I did have a UFC game. I know I had a UFC. I must be blind. I know I had a UFC one because I wanted to play it for like the jiu-jitsu part because I used to do jiu-jitsu, but the grappling on the UFC game is just not fun at all. Zone of the Enders, yeah, I'm not sure why that's there. I don't remember playing that. I might have done. What else we got? I'm not even on the screen. What the fuck? The wrong view. Yeah, see, FIFA 14 is here, but I don't play FIFA. My mate must have bought that. Or, like, someone must have bought that. I mean, you know. I game share with my other mate. So we've got a bunch of stuff, but you know, like the vast majority of these I either bought or they came with the like. Some of them were like free games with gold and stuff like that, like games you got just for having your Xbox Gold account. What used to be called games with gold back then. Now there's some good stuff. There's some shit. Hardline. Battlefield Hardline. Good God. That game sucked. Yeah, he bought First Light. My mate who I game share with bought First Light. Not interested in playing that. At all. Okay, I'll give you like a level or two of Hotline. Just a little bit before we get back to the pig. I'll give you a little bit of Hotline. Want to see my favourite mask? I'll show you my favourite. Oh! Oh, shit. Ah, pistol guy. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. I might need a gun for him. I need a gun for the pistol guy. To be fair, I haven't quite got my eye in, and I've come straight in on one of the later levels. Well, like level 4 or so. Let's lock in here. Okay, let's lock in right here. Oh, bro, what are they doing? I told you I could lock in. Go. See, I don't know why I haven't got all the weapons on this. I must have had a different version of this game, because I've done all this before, but I must have had like just Hotline. But I've got the collection with both of them as well, so I've got to go through all this. Let's go and talk to GPM. At least what GPM used to look like before I cut his hair. If he had a beanie on. Okay, good. Right. Okay, I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more stage. I know you like that. Oh, I couldn't get back down the corner. Oh. Okay, we need a gun now. Now we gotta fight the boss. And then we gotta crush his skull. Okay. It's over! Ugh! Yeah. And then we saved the girl. See, just like that, hanging out the other side. There you go. There we go. And again, the puzzle thing, I've done all that. I've done the true ending with the little dudes down in the sewer. I've never looked at these. None of my friends have played this. Imagine Boolin's in there. Okay. Bro, everyone... Hang on a minute. What mask is that? I'm not sure which one's Dennis. That one must be Dennis. 'Cause that's the one I use all the time. Yeah, that one. Amazing, amazing, must play 10 out of 10 game, this is. One of the best soundtracks in a game ever. Extremely special game, Hotline. Crazy. Crazy and ridiculous. But extremely, extremely special game.
That can be stolen. Okay.
Back to DSP acting like he's come up with something. That could be stolen. As if he worked some shit out. No one else did.
One more piece of news today on the morning show, everybody. Let's get it all out of the way, and then we'll get to shout-outs and interactions, okay?
Yeah, let's imagine we'll get to interactions like I'm going to preload my interactions with the chat like it's a segment. This is the part where I talk to you, chat. Which one of you would like to speak?
As if it wasn't bad enough that Sony made this announcement this morning,
okay,
they make another update that they're going to be closing the digital marketplace stores for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita this year. That's correct.
They probably don't sell shit on them.
Next year for worldwide, this year for certain regions. As you can see, Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua will be gone by August. Latin America, Middle Eastern countries by late 2026, and then by the end of July 2027 worldwide. Now you might say, well, why is this a big deal?
Now you might say, well, I wouldn't say.
I'm going to give you some perspective here, okay?
Let me give you some perspective.
When I went to play legacy PlayStation games, the only way by which I could actually play them was to download them digitally on my PlayStation 3. And this was long after the life cycle of the PS3
fucking
kind
9
of
o'clock,
This
bro.
is when PS4 was
I only
prominent.
just started
whatever.
my stream.
Oh, I want to play
Dino
Crisis, right? Well, it was only
supposed to
digitally
work
on
until
PS3.
3,
They
chat,
never
3,
re-released
half
it for a
3.
modern console.
I
They never
worked
have a
until
new version of
10
it.
to
You
6
have to
today,
get it off the old
4 to 6.
PlayStation 3 store. Well, there isn't going to be a
And
PlayStation 3 store.
not by choice. It ain't about
PlayStation Vita's
getting
even
paid
worse
for it.
because at least with the PlayStation 3 store, you have the ability to possibly get the games in another way. You know, get the original format back on for whatever format it was, PS1, PS2. Now they have the new PlayStation Plus catalog where they're adding games to it every once in a while and you can play it there. And admittedly, a lot of PlayStation games have been added. For example, now you can play Dino Crisis on a modern PlayStation.
Okay.
But with PS Vita, guess what? That's the only way you can get PS Vita games right now is to get the legacy physical copy, which I'm sure is
I never
actually
played
hard
this
to get
game.
at
Was
this
it really
point,
that bad?
or to download games off of the digital store.
Anyone ever
If
played
they
this
close
Gotham
the
Knights
digital store
game?
for
I
PS
never
Vita,
played it. Was it shit?
How on earth are you ever going to get a game again for
It's
that
on
console?
sale
And
for
the
like
answer is,
£6.
You're not. So essentially what they're doing is they're bricking
Concrete. Now that's
everyone's
tomorrow.
PS Vita unless you somehow get your hands on a physical game collection, which is going to be incredibly hard to do. This is going to cause the cost of PS Vita physical games to skyrocket, as it's the only way anyone could ever play a game on their Vita ever again. So, pretty crazy day, huh?
Not really.
We saw it. The writing was on the wall. It is physical media Armageddon. And when physical media goes away, it essentially means the control is taken out of the hands of the consumer and placed solely in the hands of the corporations. They now tell you how to get the games, they price the games, and they control the market. The physical media put that power in the hands of the gamers, as we had this third-hand reselling marketplace.
5 meals a day plus 2 shakes, so 7.
Yeah, dog.
But mind you, I was probably I was a good 305, 310
Big
pounds.
10, dude. Yeah.
I'm 260
That's
right
the
now.
difference, everybody.
Well, you got it, but you know how it
You
is.
know the difference?
You got to eat to grow, even when you don't want to eat. Like there was a point when I was training to do some powerlifting.
Both of these gentlemen have clearly used steroids, by the way.
At Cena's gym, I had to like force feed myself a whole DiGiorno's pizza every day because you just need those calories, and I don't miss it. It sounds like fun. Hey, I get to eat pizza and ice cream after. It's not when you're consuming 6,000 calories
Not fun.
a day. It's worth.
Even when I was eating like 4.5 that I used to eat, because for my size and my goals, 4,500 calories a day is it's so much. It's so much.
Worked.
Rough. Chocolate milk is my go-to. I'm a chocolate milk guy.
Chocolate milk.
Milk, peanut butter, milk. I used to like cashews. I got some of that like bulking powder, oats. I used to do mega shakes. I would sit here on the stream. I think most of you, I mean, half of you probably remember. I would sit here on the stream like a year ago, 18 months ago, when I'd be like on a cycle or something. And like every night, at least one, I'd have like a shake on stream. Just glugging it like, and it's like 1,300 calories in this thing. Plus, I've got to eat in the daytime, and some days, like, my appetite's not big. I don't want to eat. Like, I've got quite a. I can hold off from eating. I'm not like a big eater. Yeah, drinking milk and eating cashews, exactly. I'm not a big eater. I'm not a big eater, I promise you. Like, seriously, not a big eater. 4,000 or 5,000 calories is it's so much fucking food. It's so much. And then these guys, these pro bodybuilders are like 6, 7, 8,000, whatever it is. It's so much food. It's just a ridiculous amount of food.
Milk is one of the best things you can do for recovery.
I have one every day, about a pint of it.
A pint of chocolate milk every day.
Selling outside of the realm of the original transaction, a third-party market meant that we could now actually have collections, control things, actually have values.
It's really bad. Gotham Knights is bad.
Now,
okay, good. Thank you,
it's all
Gallo.
in
I'm
their
going to take your
control.
recommendation.
At any moment, they could just say,
of
pull
don't
the plug.
buy it.
For example, are you aware that it was just announced, literally
I feel like
this
you wouldn't
week,
let me down.
that Sony lost the rights to a certain movie collection? And if you had bought those movies on the PlayStation Network outright for purchase to own forever, you lose the rights. You just lose the movie because you never had it physically, and they're just taking it away. I think one of the big movies is like Terminator 2. That's a huge movie. I'm sure tons of people have bought it. Well, if you bought it on PlayStation, you now don't own it anymore. They robbed you. And apparently, there's nothing you can do because I guess somewhere in the terms it said at any time they can revoke the rights. So what's to say that at some point they just decide they revoke all your rights and now you have no games?
The
Block made a good point. Thankfully,
this is why for most movies and TV, I do what I do. not on the actual website, but I sell the seas. Like, fuck all these corporations and these companies. Then they've got millions, billions of dollars, and these giant fucking industries milking everyone, getting fat off of all of us. Cinema tickets, all this stuff. Like, fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. I'll quite happily sit here with the chat and do the old Project Hail Mary. Fuck all of you, dude, you know? Again, that was a good film, by the way. Still must say again, I was impressed.
There's still places like Limited Run, In, and Fangamer. I do feel like what'll happen for certain releases, you will see these third-party companies manufacture physical copies just for the sake of having that nostalgia, but that's not going to be for these big ones. You know, anything that Sony made,
it's probably
Xbox
still up
made,
on
etc.,
Kick.
They're not going to be making physical
I don't know how
copies.
Kick works, but this is what a dodgy website Kick is, yeah? I leave all my VODs on my channel live on Kick, yeah? Tons of them have got films on them. I always leave the film VODs up on Kick. I always leave them up. Kick don't give two fucks. Dented website.
Holy moly, guys. I mean, what a news story, right? That's insane.
No.
Like, to be frank, that's just crazy.
No one
We
cares.
knew it was coming. It was Studio Canal stuff. Thank you, Myru. And he says it's
No one
Studio
cares.
Canal movies. You paid money for the movies and shows. They've removed all of it with no reimbursement. Nothing. You just got robbed. That's what just happened on PlayStation this week. So now imagine these games have digital distribution through PlayStation Network, Xbox. Oh, one day, oh, we don't have it anymore. They pulled their games. Okay, well, you lose your game now. You can't play it ever again, right?
Okay. What?
All right. Well, folks, that's the news. Let's do some quick shout outs and then let's get your opinions on it. Okay? So, first off, thank you to the Faithful Komodo, who did a $20 super chat. Thank you so much to Faithful Komodo for that very generous contribution right at the beginning of the show. Thank you so much. Then we had Mativa26, who did a $5 super chat and said, even though it's digital, the Pokemon feel physical pain. Well, there you go. We were talking about last time we were playing Pokemon Champions, and he was saying, don't hurt the Pokemon. They can feel it when you get them beat up. And thank you for that, Mativa. And then Mandy Banana subscribed over on Kick. Thank you, Mandy Banana, for the sub. That's a original first sub there, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Mandy. Also, Parasolo, a whopping 61 months as a member here on YouTube. Thank you, Parasolo. He says, rest in peace to physical games. I know. Adam Theory says, hey, the PS5 is going to be my last console then. No point in being all digital on a console. May as well get a PC at that point. Exactly right. Because you have to think of it this way. When you're on PC, there is a third-party marketplace already. There's resellers who sell codes cheaper, so there's not just a stranglehold on the market where the price is the price, right? However, this is exactly why Sony also just recently announced they're completely scaling back and no longer going to port their exclusives to PC. They want a complete chokehold on the market for their games. So by doing that, saying we're not going to release Sony exclusives on PC anymore, now they can solely control the distribution. They control the pricing. They do it all. That's what they want.
Really?
How's everyone doing? What's up, Game Boy? What's up, J-Rad? How y'all doing this morning?
Enjoy
Amu
that,
says, I went
America.
PC a decade ago, except for Switch. All those games I bought physical copies. Wow. You own physical copies of all your PC games? That's wild. Unless you're saying Switch. Zako says, well, it's going to be a monopoly at that point. That's exactly how they want it. They want to completely control their own games. That way, they think that they can make more money. They're so afraid right now that the industry is crashing. AAA games aren't selling like they used to. Budgets are way over ballooning. The development cycle's way too long. The cost of game
Stop paying
development
them,
is
then.
going up. The cost of resources to make consoles, to make PCs is going up. Everything is bad. So they're saying, we need to find a way to make more money. And this is the way. People Person says, let's not forget the preservation aspect here. You know there's going to be digital updates that will change games in ways that players don't want. That's a fair point. Digital updates, patches, make a game change, and sometimes people want to play the old version. Well, if you don't have a copy of it, how do you play it? That's also a good point. Oh, I see. All your Switch games are physical, PC's all digital. Got it. Erderming says, you got to hoard vintage big box PC games now. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, the physical sales of PC games, I mean, that went away a long time ago, right? But it's really been console games that have preserved the physical copies for a long time, and now, you know, this is a humongous industry shift. What's up, Ortega? How are you over on Kick? How's it going, man? First tip of the day. $3 tip.
First tip of the day.
This trend is popular in other markets, too. Ford is now wanting to make it your car hood won't open unless you bring it to a dealer. Ford's reasoning is customers have no business going in there. They don't want anyone saving money fixing their own car. What? Seriously, if that happens, no one's going to buy a Ford. I'll tell you right now, if that were the case, I would not buy a Ford. I'd be like,
no one cares about you.
To hell with them. Because here's the thing. I'm going to give you a very valid perspective on this.
Yeah, like,
okay?
exactly. Oh,
So
Mike's
when
by
I
valid,
purchased my
look.
current car, which is a Toyota. Okay.
I'm going to give you a very valid perspective here.
Okay. They asked me, did I want to do the service plan where you pay a certain amount, and if ever your car needs service, whether it's a oil change, whether it's a tire rotation, you get a leak in your tire and they need to repair it or whatever, it's actually covered under this plan that you pay for, right? And when I got the car nearly a decade ago, I was like, okay, this kind of makes sense. Let's
Salesman got him. That salesman fleeced him hard. They got you, son.
do it. I'll pay for the plan. This way I don't ever have to worry about maintenance. I ever have a problem, I'll just bring it in, right? First time I needed to do something, okay, it was oil change. I contacted them. Do you want
An oil change is something you can do yourself at home with minimal fuss. Worst fuss about an oil change is just getting basically something to collect the oil and learning how to undo a sump. To do like the nut in the side of the sump to drain the oil. If you're doing like a full oil change, but like it's really not a big deal. But you know, this guy's never gonna do that.
to know what they told me? Well, because COVID is going on, okay? This is the first time I was actually trying to do it under their plan rather than like take it to a place myself, right? COVID's going on. You're gonna have to wait about 2 months.
Yeah, that's probably because COVID was going on and they were doing less business.
Excuse me? Yeah. Yeah, we're backed up because of COVID. 2-month wait to get an oil change. Are they insane? I wanted to make sure that they were telling me the truth.
Oh, wow, there's
yes,
loads
2
now.
months. So I could drive it right across the street to Jiffy Lube right now
I've
and
got
get it
pistol
done.
and rifle. I got
You
S
want
on
me
the
to wait
sniper
2 months
rifle
for an
one.
oil change? So you want to know what I did? I drove my car across the street to Jiffy Lube and I got my oil change, and then I canceled my plan, and they actually gave me all the
TMP.
money back. Because if you don't use the plan, they basically will credit you for it, and I never used it, so they gave me back like 2 years of the plan. I got all my money back. So this is what I mean. If you let these
I'm
companies
messing up already.
control everything, expect to have no control over anything. Get it? They will tell you, they will dictate how everything works. They will tell you when you can do something, how often you can do it, how much you can do it. Are you crazy? Well, I thought I owned my car. I can't just get the oil change? No, wait 2 months till we can take it in. What the hell with you? Do you tell me I can't open my car hood? I'm not buying your car.
Oh. Oh. I don't like that guy spinning. Oh yeah, I have a rifle as well. I'd rather just use the rifle.
Let's see here. Well, Sylvania says, listen, people will moan and complain, but eventually people will give in like they always do. Digital only will become mainstay and people will move on. You're right. I mean, you got to think of it this way. As gamers, this is our hobby. This is what we like to do, right? We like video games. We have to accept it. How can we fight it? These companies make the games, particularly Sony. They make their first party platform games. How would you basically say no? Right? Okay, well, I'm just never going to play Sony games ever again.
In the game.
So no more God of Wars, right? Just think of all the Sony exclusive titles you'll never play. The good news is, they're actually few and far between these days. If you actually think, oh, console exclusives, there's not that many, all right? But here's a perfect case in point. Grand Theft Auto 6. The biggest game in history, pretty much, right? Coming up this fall. If you say, I want physical only, you're not playing Grand Theft Auto 6. You understand that? You have to skip it because it's digital only. And by the way, it's not on PC at launch, so you can't even get a discounted version. You have to pay the full price on a console. And it's digital only, and you'll like it. Yeah. If ever there was a time to go PC, I would say it's now, except now prices have monstrously inflated for PCs. So now a PC that used to cost you $1,000 probably cost you $1,750. So now you're screwed there too. I mean, the entire industry is changing. What people are saying is, essentially because of these price hikes, that people are going to get priced out of gaming. It used to be a hobby anyone could do, and now it won't be anymore. And yeah, I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see that gaming is just going to become a premium hobby for people who have a lot of money. And that's about it. Like, there's nothing we can really do about it. Although, I don't have the story for you. But I did post it up on X the other day. If you're not aware,
that one ruined
there's
me.
currently a lawsuit going through. People are suing the 3 big memory manufacturers because remember what I said 2 days ago on the morning show? That I didn't understand why pricing on memory was ballooning. And everyone's like, well, it's because demand is going up because of AI. But the way I explained it was you have to understand something. Just because there's more demand doesn't mean the cost to manufacture is higher. More demand means more people want it.
Yeah, it does though, because the companies want more money.
What I felt was happening is that we were getting scammed. That these companies that make the memory said, ooh, there's way more demand for it now, and AI companies want to buy up all our memory. Let's ramp up the prices so we can make more profits. Well, guess what? There's evidence that actually happened, and there's a lawsuit going through right now suing the top 3 memory manufacturers in the world that they are colluding to rip off the world and get rich quick. I don't think a lawsuit would be going through like that if there wasn't some evidence of this actually happening. Because I think that's exactly what it is. They're trying to take advantage of us, saying, well, the world's now reliant on our memory, and everyone wants it. Let's jack up the price, and we'll just basically make extra money for nothing. Well, they're getting sued. I don't know how long that lawsuit will take to go through, but let's hope that something comes of it, okay? All right, guys. Well, that is the story. Oh, I almost missed it. Red Eyes Black Dragon did a $2 super chat and says Toyotas are easy maintenance cars too. That's absolutely true. Toyotas, very easy to get parts, third-party parts too. Like, you don't even have to get name brand parts if you don't need to.
What would you know about it? You told us that you went to the dealer and got the tyre straight from the thing. I found the alloy for your car on eBay with a new tyre for like half what you paid for it, denthead. And that's some shit you can 100% fit yourself. They literally tow it to your house, you jack it up yourself, and you put the fucking new alloy on it. This geezer has never changed a fucking car wheel in his life. This geezer's never put a spare wheel on a car in his life. In his life, mate.
Toyotas are very easy maintenance cars. Why did the Toyota dealership think I was going to wait 2 months for an oil change? They have to be stupid. And the answer is they are. They were absolutely stupid. Like, it made no sense at all. It was funny because when I called to cancel the plate, you actually have to call and talk to a rep. They want to make it hard for you because they realize a lot of people don't like confrontation. And if you actually have to call and talk to someone to cancel, they think you won't. But I did, of course. And when the representative was like,
well, I did, of course.
This plan, I thought, you know, we everything we've heard is a very good plan. I said, I literally just got off the phone with your dealership, and they said I have to wait 2 months to get my oil changed. That's insane. And the person on the line said, oh, that is insane. Okay, I understand. And then they canceled it.
Exactly, Draggers. He is lucky that he was grandfathered in. He's lucky.
Do I miss my old BMW? Asked Felix the Maid. I leased 2 BMWs in my lifetime. One when I first became a YouTuber and started printing money when I was prominent. And then another time when I moved out here, I got another BMW for about 3 years. Do I miss it? Here's what I liked about the BMW, okay? First of all, it was superbly quiet. When you're in the BMW, you can't really hear much. It's like sound canceling technology or whatever. You don't hear anything outside the car. And that's nice, except sometimes there'd be like an ambulance or something coming by, and I could barely notice because it actually was such good sound containment that I couldn't really hear it. Okay, that was number one.
Okay.
Number two, the brakes. The brakes on BMWs are insanely good. You can stop on a dime, and I mean it. You could literally stop your car instantly in any situation without ever kind of...
You cannot stop your car instantly in any situation, regardless of what brakes you've got on it. If you're in a hypercar and you've got some insano fucking brakes, you can stop very, very quickly. But yes, you cannot stop instantly. Yeah. Like that guy in if you're going 5 miles an hour, like DSP crawling around the town, and you slam the brakes on at 5 or 10 miles an hour, yeah, it'll stop pretty quick. But to be fair, I suppose that's his point of reference. He probably never drives over 20 miles an hour.
It's just done. Wow. What kind of brakes those are, I don't know, but they're absolutely insanely powerful brakes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Outside of that, the only other thing I would say is comfort. The seats were very comfortable. They were full leather and, you know, very comfy at all times. That's about it, though. Like, outside of those 3 features, nothing in the BMW did I really need. Like, for example, when I first got it, this was way long ago, like 14 years ago, I think 2012 when I got my first one. It had a GPS built into the dashboard. And this was unheard of at the time. Like, most cars.
My Audi is 2015. It's got inbuilt GPS. It's old. It was not unheard of at the time. It's pretty common back then. 2012, 13, 14, 15. A lot of the even mid-range, like BMW, Audi, Mercedes, all them sort of cars, they would throw a fucking like basic GPS system in that shit. It's not unheard of at all. Like, at all. Exactly, Mailman. How do you update your maps? You don't. I don't think you can. The car has not got Wi-Fi. It don't talk to something on my phone. It don't get updates. Pretty sure. The only way to do it is take it in somewhere, but then it's like changing all like that. Like that costs a lot of money. I would say, like changing your media center, like it would be too much. Like probably new screen and new like what's name in it. As I say, I don't think it's got Bluetooth and that, but it's not going to connect wirelessly to my phone to get an update on nothing, you know. You'd have to get some brand new, like you'd have to get like a modern Audi like screen and computer system and like sort of bespoke fit it into an old Audi, I think, if you wanted to have like that experience. Or you just get an aftermarket, like use that screen. I'm sure they could fit like to spec, like to the gap that you've got, but just a new, like not a head unit like you used to get back in the day, but like a different, like an aftermarket radio that'll link to your phone, and you know
that, you know, it had the GPS right there, so you don't need your phone or nothing. You just do it right through the dashboard, and that was amazing. But now literally everyone just uses GPS in their phones for free, so you don't need that feature anymore, okay? It had a moonroof. What the hell do I need a moonroof for? What do you use that for? Nothing. It's completely worthless, right? It had the service where if you're stuck somewhere, like let's say you get into a car accident or you're lost in the woods, you don't know where the hell you are, you push the button and it uses a satellite to contact a representative 24/7.
Who the fuck has a button like that in their car? I have never heard of that. I had a 2009 BMW. I've never heard of that in my life. I have no idea what that is. That must not exist in this country. Because I've never heard of that. And I'm a car person. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. Show the 2009. I'll show you the 2009 BMW ad. I had not that. No, that was the earlier one. Mine had the different backlights and the different wheels. Is it E90? Was it maybe it's E90? No. I'm sure it was the E92. Yeah, that's the E90, the first one. Sadly, let's go without the grey. Okay, it's still giving me all the same pictures. I say estate and it just doesn't have a clue what I'm talking about. What do people call estate now? What's the other word for it? Saloon? No. What do you call it? What do you call that? What we call estate? Station wagon? I don't know if that'll come up. I don't know why there's no good pictures of one. The only picture of one of them. Okay. Mine wasn't exactly like that, and I didn't have roof rack, but I had that. I've had two Beamers. I had that one with the kids, but mine was an E92, which is slightly later. But I had a 2.8 litre. That shit was fast. Even though it was big, 2.8 litre, straight six, BMW. The thing was sick. I had to give it back eventually. Because it went in my breakup. I lost it in my breakup, sadly. I loved it though. It was a great car. Didn't have leather interior or nothing. It had nice seats. It was a bit basic inside. It was expensive. Yes. I wouldn't buy another BMW. Because it did have a few things go wrong with it. And I had a BMW years ago. And things went wrong with that. Years ago, I had one of these. I had a 2 litre for like 5 minutes. Was it 36? Was it 40? I think it's 36. Yeah. I had one of these years ago. Like a 4-door one. For about 5 minutes. A bit longer than that. Like 6 months or something. I can't remember how long. That was a 2 litre. Yeah, like that. Just like that it was. Just like that. Can't remember the wheels. But the car was just like that. But things went wrong with that. And it's expensive. Expensive-ish. To fix, and normally stuff you can't do yourself, And then I had the estate, and shit went wrong with that. That's nice. Low as well. They look sick. Like this BMW, this like version of the 3 Series, but that's a slammed one. Look at that. Look at that. Bad boy. Yeah, that's a 5-door as well. The size of the wheels on it. Yeah, let's go. I like a big spoiler on one. That's slick with the black line. That is slick car. But yeah, they're sick. I like BMWs, but I love them, but I wouldn't buy one. So the police see easy. Yeah, you make a very good point. I wouldn't buy a red car again. But I wouldn't. I love BMWs. I wouldn't buy one again. I wouldn't buy one. It was not unreliable, but things went wrong with it, and it was expensive. Luckily, I was under warranty for the estate. Some shit went wrong with the injectors, and obviously it's got 6 of them, and they were like going wrong and doing whatever they were doing. It had to have 2 replaced, yeah? 500 quid. Each injector was 250 quid a pop. Just for one injector, bruv. Like, let alone anything else goes wrong with it. Like even some like simple shit like holding the exhaust. You got to place the exhaust system, head gasket or some shit. Oh, bruv. Just money. Do you want to see? I've shown this before. I'll show you my favourite car I ever had. My favourite car I ever had was one of these. I had one of these. My one didn't have the fog lights on it, but mine was black. This is a Fiesta XR2. Mine was a D-Reg, which I think is 1988. And this thing is, if I could buy one now, if I won the lottery like tomorrow, I would buy one of these and restore it and just have it like, I would buy one of these tomorrow. This thing is like a go-kart. This little thing was a rocket. This thing had it's not like super fast, like supercar levels, but this thing would piss people off. This thing had a 1.6 litre engine in it, but it weighed like 900 kilos or something. Mine had really nice little Sparco seats in it, or they Recaro seats that someone had put in it. Mine was like a bit like banged up. It weren't like some perfect condition, but it wasn't like smashed to bits. But, oh man, I love this car. This thing it's just like a go-kart. It is just like a go-kart, honestly. Little 1.6, and it had like this thing on it, this Weber twin choke carburetor. So that from like I've said this before, but like from like 1 to like 2,000 or 2,500 revs, the thing opens up like that to let fuel in. So you accelerate quite quick, but it doesn't just flood it. And then you get to 3,000 revs or something like 3.5. And the choke, like the choke would open fully. So it's not like a turbo, but it's like you're getting this fuel dump. So you get this like burst of speed at like 3,000 revs or 3,500 revs. So you'd accelerate and you'd hold it, or you could like what's name in a corner or whatever, and then just plant your foot at like 3,000, and the thing would just take off. And again, it wasn't super fast. But it was, oh, bro. You had a bike like that, an 1100 Honda Shadow. 1100. See, that to me on a bike is absolutely terrifying. Oh, look at you, bro. Look at this guy. I don't know what colour yours was. I don't know how many versions of this bike there are ever. A cruiser. Yeah, still terrifying. Have you seen that video of the guy? There's like a YouTube short. I won't be able to find it. And it's like a guy in a petrol station. And there's a young guy talking to him. He's like an old dude. And he's got some enormous bike. And it's got some ridiculous engine in it. Like some supercharged, massive, whatever. And the geezer asks him, can you just rev it for me like a little bit? And the guy, like, it's running. I think it's running, or he starts it. And he literally, like, he barely touches not barely touches the throttle, but he doesn't, like, obviously, like, yank it. But he sort of just goes, whoop, just to give it a little bit of fuel, and it's just like, and the whole thing just shudders. Honestly, I won't be able to find it. I don't remember. It's got like a fucking insane like engine in it. Oh shit, I got a message. It's Greg from the gym. Right. I won't be able to find it if I look on hang on, what do you guys call it? Oh my god, I found it. What is this thing? Bro, what? Okay. Oh my god, I found it. We'll just go to a random YouTube
My
short
mum's.
cat. Okay. Right. You seen this video?
Is that a V8?
Yeah.
That sounds like a Chevy V8 to me. What size is it? 350 crate?
Look at this old boy with a V8 in a motorbike. Look at this little old dude just hanging out at the petrol station. Just V8 in a motorbike. What monster? Who is this guy?
427 LS7? Oh my god.
Who is this guy, old boy? Who is this guy?
Twin turboed? No, these are Pro Chargers. What? Dude, this thing's supercharged. Twin superchargers. How much power does it make? 1200. It makes more horsepower than my Corvette did.
Bro, there's a video of him now. The one there, he revs it.
The torque shirked it. He has to brace himself.
Who is this? Who is this crazy old dude with a V8, 1200 horsepower, twin supercharged V8 in a motorbike? What a beast.
You explain your situation, and they help you. Whether they send roadside assistance to come help you, they send the police to come get you.
They're gonna have to like crane that shit out of the road.
If you're in a car accident or an ambulance, or they send someone to find you if you're lost, they'll.
And if like a regular motorbike, if you fall or it pins you or whatever, I suppose if you got levers on, probably gonna hurt. Imagine that thing falls on you. Jesus.
They'll actually do that. Like, it tracks your car on like a GPS, and they send someone out. Do you want to know how many times I used it? None. You want to know what it had? Heated seats and a heated steering wheel.
That's nice. Heated seats are nice.
I never used any of the features.
Heated seats are lovely if you got them.
You know, so, luxury cars are
Yeah,
just
it is a
that.
luxury, but
They're luxury, meaning you're going to spend a lot of money to have them, but ultimately most of the
it's
features
nice,
for a normal person you're never going to take advantage of. I could see if you're someone who has a long commute every day and you're stuck in your car for an extended period of time, sure, maybe then you could say, I'd like to take advantage of a luxury car because it feels better or whatever. For me, I've now had my Toyota Corolla for almost a decade. We're going on year 10 right now. I have zero complaints. And that's a car that's half as expensive. So, there you go. All right, so we got about 20, 25 minutes to chill. Let's hang out. Let's enjoy each other's company. Let's see what you guys want to talk about. And then we're going to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So today, we do have one free pack of Pokemon cards that will be opened. If we have more milestones of support, okay, we'll open more. I want to do more. And I would like to do that on this stream. Yesterday, we only had the one pack for the first stream. So we actually ended up saving it, and it was on the late stream that we opened all the packs. Today, I would obviously like to open some packs on this stream. So if you like the content, if you enjoyed the morning show, if you're having a good time, if you like Pokemon today, please support the stream. Let's get some support rolling so that we can get some packs open.
Oh.
I would love to do that. Okay. Am I planning on playing Ratchet & Clank 3 soon? No. I don't think there's any demand to really see me play Ratchet & Clank 3. Just being honest.
Oh, hang on, chat.
Was I glad that they upsold me to get a BMW to experience luxury and superior German engineering? They didn't. The story is funny. The car I had when I was an early YouTuber was a Pontiac Grand Am 2002. It was on its last legs. The thing was literally leaking fluids. The window had broken and wouldn't go up and down anymore. It was stuck falling through the door. The thing was literally going to explode. So I drove the Grand Am onto the lot, and I explained to them, I need a car. They're like, what? I was like, listen, I need a car. My car is out there, and I think there might be a fuse in the back. It's going to burn out. It's going to explode in your lot. So I need a car. And so they showed me all the different models. I got the entry-level model. Whatever the entry-level BMW was at the time in 2012, that's the one I got. I didn't overspend or anything. And the only catch was I wanted black. And the only ones that they had on the lot, I think, were silver and, like, blue. So what they had to do was go across town, and on another lot, they had a black model. And so I test drove a different color. I said, yeah, it's good.
Right, hang on, chat.
And, they ran my credit. They approved it, stamped it. I just sat there and waited like an hour. And they went and got the black car, drove it to the dealership, and I literally left. In one sitting, I left with the BMW. So there was absolutely no upselling, nothing like that. I just need a car. Oh, what? It was like the easiest sale the guy ever made. Of course, it was a lease. I didn't buy it. But, easiest sale the guy ever made. You didn't have to sell me. I need it. I just need it now. People Person says, remember, historically, a lot of digital storefronts remove movies that they find offensive or that they think are problematic. What if they start doing that with games? Yeah, I don't know. You're right. What if digital storefront just decides they don't want to sell a game anymore, but there's no physical copies? Well, then you can't get it anymore. It's a problem. It really is a problem. James says, launch Steam controller and a retail box of Pokemon. You have insane luck. The thing is, I bat 1 for 20 maybe, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I try a bunch of stuff and usually nothing happens. Every once in a while I get lucky. Steam controller was not luck, okay? The reason I got a Steam controller is very simple. I went 5 minutes early, and they were selling it 5 minutes early. It wasn't that I tried the same time as everyone and I got through. I did it at 9:55 a.m. when they said they went on sale at 10 a.m., and it went through at 9:55. It still worked. So that's how I got my Steam controller, okay? The Pokemon thing, yeah, that I'll admit. It was I give all credit to Helixification. Yesterday, Helixification came to the chat, told me they had a queue to buy pitch black boxes on PokemonCenter.com. I joined the queue. I got in 30 minutes, and I got a box. I was like, that was easy, because previously I tried 2 other times, and I couldn't get in. So now I hope that, people will come by and continue to tell me when there's that queue so I can check it out and see what's going on for sale there. Because let me tell you, man, let me give you the perspective, okay? Retail price of a box of Pokemon cards, $161. And then there's tax, so it ends up being like $170 and change. Scalper price for a box of Pokemon cards, over $300. So you're paying double. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got a $1.50 tip. Someone says, stoked for Indivestance Day. We'd be buying new vests to show off your new physique, fit your body better. Any chance you'll bring out Pokemon vests when you rip new packs? I forgot I had a Pokemon vest, actually. No, the whole point of Indivestance Day is nostalgia. Meaning, I wear all the old vests, I wear all the old hats. You vote on which vests and hats I wear in what order during the course of the day. And it's just a fun and silly day. I'll be drinking and cleaning out my closet. We're going to go through my classic games collection, which is going to be super fun. It's going to be a good day of just hanging out and having a good time and, you know, enjoying, you know, how modern things are and how things have changed since the past, but reminiscing about how silly the past was. If I buy a new vest, that undermines the whole idea. We're not trying to add vests to the collection. We're just trying to pull out the old collection and wear them to have fun, you see? But I think that's pretty funny. You're right, I have a Pokemon vest. I forgot all about that. No, I never heard of Examina. Don't know what that is. Any ideas for the next DSP Tries It, J-Rad? I'm not going to do one next week. There's two reasons. Reason number one, I don't particularly think there's anything crazy going on right now to do one on. If there was something that comes up between now and maybe like Monday, I will. But I haven't heard of anything great yet. Number two, next week is really weird. Okay, here's why. I'm going to be off this Friday, which is weird. Usually it's Saturday. Saturday is the Indivestance Day Marathon, okay? After that, I'm going to be here Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but then I'm off on Wednesday. I know, that's weird. Usually I'm here all week. I have to have Wednesday off next week. Then I'm here Thursday through Tuesday, and then again, I have Wednesday off again the week after. So July is kind of weird schedule-wise. It is. And you know, I know people will be confused. It's just a weird month. Therefore, since things are already thrown into mass disarray, I don't think I want to be taking time away to do DSP tries, just do gameplay, you know what I mean? Unless, again, if something big comes out, something huge, something to try, I would. As of now, I haven't heard of anything. I'm like, yeah, let's just play games next week. Because since I only have 3 days to play real games, rather than the marathon, I figure one day, or 2 days will probably be Dark Souls 2, and one day will be Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. I'll probably have TCG one night, debating if we're going to do Pokemon Champions one night. I don't know if we'll do something indie, because the thing is now fighting games are all thrown into disarray too. But I will be here on Friday and next week, so maybe we will do Friday night fights. It's so weird, man. It's going to be bizarre. A bizarre couple of weeks. That's for sure. And then after that second week, where I have that Wednesday off, I think I'm actually taking Wednesday and Thursday off that week. After that weird week, then things should get back to normal and back on pace. Is Batman and Robin any good? You mean the movie? No. It's good in a B-movie way where if you watch it, you can laugh hysterically at how bad it is. But there's insane cringeworthy lines and just horrid acting. The only thing good about the movie is the over-the-top production value and visuals. It's very colorful, very flashy, very campy. You can really enjoy it if you don't take it seriously as a Batman movie. You'll probably, you know, have some good times. You know, but it's just not a good movie. There's a lot of good puns from Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze, that's for sure. Zakwa says, why can't we get good news for once out of the gaming industry? It's a good point. It's been a long time since we had some good news. It really has been. You're right. It's like, ooh, someone just did a great digital event showcasing all these games, right? This is exceptionally cool. The rest of the year is going to be great for gaming. And then for 3 to 4 straight weeks, we've had nothing but toxic negative news. Like, oh, God. What is happening? Oh, by the way, for the record, we're not done. We are done for today, but we're not done. Xbox is about to do record layoffs. Xbox is literally, it's in the works. They're going to close multiple gaming studios and lay off hundreds, if not thousands of employees. It's happening right now because their fiscal year ends, I think, either yesterday or today. And so they're just waiting for that to happen. And they're about to just basically cut the fat, per se. Tons of people are about to lose their jobs in the industry. So, yeah, more bad news is right around the corner. And that ain't good, of course. Someone tipped $2 says, when Phil rocks the vest, the women can't resist. Well, there you go. Thanks for Thanks for $2. Is that really what it was? Wow.
Oh, sorry,
Denim
chat.
Banana Handcart. What a name.
Mate, one of my old
Meanwhile,
mates in the
Nintendo
gym is popping
thriving,
round.
even
I'm
though
going to
they
give
don't
him
build gaming
some
PC consoles.
sort
Nintendo's
him
just
some
weird.
weed out.
They're just
I
weird.
spoke to him a little while. He's going to quickly pop
They
round.
do their own thing. They ignore industry trends. They ignore their customer base. I think Nintendo is unique because Nintendo has been around so long and they consistently say things like, we're not in competition with Sony and Xbox. We do our own thing. You know what I mean? That they have a crazy fan base of gamers who solely follow them, solely buy their consoles, solely buy peripherals, solely buy the games. And because of that, they're like insulated. I do feel like Nintendo is insulated from industry problems because of the way they operate, but it just doesn't mean that it results in good games. Like Mario Kart World sucked. Donkey Kong Bonanza, insanely mid, not very good. Metroid Prime 4, terrible. You know, very few good games are coming out of Nintendo these days, yet they're still doing okay, which is weird. You would think they need to compete. They need to make good games, and they're not. But they're still doing all right. It's weird. It's even like, what else are they making this year that you want? Think about it. If you take a look at the landscape of games that are coming out in 2026, and what Nintendo game, high-profile game is coming out? I'm going to go through the list right now. Let's see.
Oh,
nothing. I'm not kidding. I have this entire giant list of games that are coming out this year. None of them are Nintendo games. None. Zero. Yes, there are Nintendo games in development we're interested in. I'm sure there's a new Zelda being made. I'm sure there's a new Mario. We have the new Pokemon game, Winds and Waves. None of them have any kind of release date. So, nothing. As I said in my one-year review of the Switch 2 just a few weeks ago, what's the point of having a Switch 2 right now? None. Unless you just want to play like the 5 big exclusives they put out, which weren't very good. There's no reason to have the console, right? Pretty insane. No cap. Did a $2 super chat. It says 2,000 Rogs versus a gorilla. Who wins? Huh? 2,000 Balrogs from Street Fighter versus a gorilla? The Balrogs would win. 2,000 just think about that. 2,000 bodies of anything on top of a gorilla. I mean, 2,000 small children would probably...
No. 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 The gorilla would kill them all. The gorilla would kill them all. Maybe if they can coordinate and plan beforehand, and depending on the terrain, maybe. We've had this discussion before. The gorilla is so many times like stronger, more agile than a human. He can kill like he can kill like bro. We've had this discussion before. The gorillas are so much stronger than people. Just jump on them. I mean, 2,000 dudes can't really jump on him at the same time. And it's just got like, the only way they can win is if it gets tired. That's the only way they can win. So it's just about how many men does it take to tire a gorilla? Like, how many men have to die or get mauled like unrecognizably until the gorilla finally gets tired of killing people, and then someone can finally get the drop on it and like gouge him in the eye or some shit. If we're fighting like bare hands, because until the gorilla gets tired, it's game over. I mean, grizzlies are very tough, but as soon as the grizzly bites it, it's in big trouble. Like the gorilla could probably do damage to the grizzly bear, but the grizzly bear's like is much bigger, and as soon as it bites onto it, it's in real. Then the gorilla's in real trouble. Like as soon as that bear gets his jaws on him, it's got a real problem on his hands. But yeah, that's a bit more interesting. The gorilla versus 100 men is not. It's game over. 2,000, like maybe, but it's if it gets tired. If
defeat a gorilla. Because there's 2,000 of them. They just, body pile on them. Dog
see that what does that mean? Body. They all just jump on it in unison. How? What? Even if they could do that, the gorillas, whilst it's fresh, is still mauling like hundreds of people. Hundreds. Even it just grabs you. It can just. This is the thing. A gorilla could just really quickly grab a human. And just like it would just grab a guy, like throw him, not even throw him, just like pull him by the arm, like from one like spot, just to pull him across, like it dislocate your arm, like rip it completely out of its socket. They're so strong, like they're so strong. They can incapacitate you so quickly, like so horrendously quickly if they want to. It's not even funny. The only thing they haven't got going for them, I guess, is like some of them are like gorillas are big. Like some chimps and that, like chimps are very violent, but they're smaller. But gorilla, like they grow massive, so they got the size on their side as well.
pile on them. Done.
Done.
There you go.
Chimpanzees are vicious.
Matthew, I appreciate you suggesting games, but I'm really not going to be checking out any games today. Right now, our schedule is pretty good with Dark Souls 2, which is doing well, and I can't wait to play more tomorrow. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, doing pretty well, playing it today. And balancing that with some chill games like Pokemon Champions every once in a while, the TCG Card Shop game. Tonight, we're doing something special. We're playing, Beyond Before Your Eyes? It's a completely unique indie game. It's about 2 hours long. It's all narrative-based. It's all kind of like almost like a walking simulator, but people are saying it's insanely emotional and I should check it out. So it's 2 hours long and we're doing the entire game on the late stream tonight, okay? Next week, we got the premiere of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, okay? So that's going to be fun. A new game in the rotation. So right now, we're pretty good with the games that we're playing. Maybe we'll be looking for new games soon, but not yet. Okay.
Like a baby gorilla from its mum and then try to subdue it with all those people. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Dragons. It's what people don't understand.
Black Flag, one of my
like
favorite.
Again, maybe weight of numbers, maybe, but it is. But let's not make a mistake. It most likely is a question of thousands. If it was literally, we can set up an experiment where it's just in the room. And you can funnel endless people into it to try and fight it with their bare hands. It is literally thousands. Even if you can get thousands of people in there, tens of people are going to die or, again, get mauled in seconds. They're just freaking out and just biting people and yanking people and, like, smashing people and, like, running through them and stuff. You have, like, they're such enormous, powerful creatures. Like, how many thousands of people do you need to be able to work together to subdue this animal that is so much stronger than all of you? Even if you can all work together and it'll go, okay, then we all grab its arm right now and we all grab its other arm. How the fuck are you going to even manage to do that? Like, this is it. There probably is a number of people that could subdue it, but it's because it's going to get tired of killing all of you. Gorillas are chill, but they do fight, and it would still fight to the death, wouldn't it? It would still fight to the death if it was forced to, is the whole point. Who builds his own jet bikes? I've not seen that,
Assassin's
no.
Creed games of all time. My favorite Assassin's Creeds are definitely the 2 trilogy. Probably with Brotherhood being my favorite. But if you say what was your second favorite, probably Black Flag.
He's lying.
Ashley,
No problem.
have a seat.
Fire Emblem is a system seller. I mean, Fire Emblem is a system seller, but it doesn't do numbers like a mainstream Nintendo game. And what I mean by that is, yes, you're absolutely right. Fire Emblem will sell, but it's not going to sell like Mario. It's not going to sell like
Has he
Mario
got anything
Kart
else
World.
to say?
Does that make sense?
That isn't pure dribble.
No, I don't buy any games physically. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought a physical game. I think it was like... Wasn't it the game that was the predecessor to Baldur's Gate 3? Whatever game that was made by that same company before them, I bought it on Amazon for like half the price it was digital. So hence, here we go. I bought the physical copy on Amazon for half the price of what it would have been if I got off the PlayStation Network. And we played it for like 30, 40 hours, maybe 50. And then people didn't like it and we stopped playing. So... Divinity 2, that's what it was. Divinity 2. A Moose says, I'm going to get Switch 2 just for Ocarina of Time Remake. Well, there you go. If you're a super fan of Ocarina of Time, perhaps you would want to Switch 2 for that. I can see that. Yes, Muckman, I just said we're playing Black Flag Resync the next week. I literally just said that. Is it really? Is today? I'm being told today is Canada Day. So if you're a Canadian... Happy Canada Day. There you go. I don't know what Canada Day is, but okay.
Why is he being weird about that? Your birthday is tomorrow. Hey, it's my birthday in like... I don't know, 30 days? Yeah, that's right. End of July. How do you like that, chat? Oh shit, I didn't unpause him, god damn it. 36, yeah, let's go, Dawn. Bro, I unpaused it, what? Oh, it was. He was just dead airing and just I fucking the chat.
I never played Sid Meier's Pirates. So I don't know much about it, Troy.
That's what it was.
Six Hybrid says, the last time I bought a disc, it took nearly 1 hour to copy that over to my SSD. But when I do it in the internet, it takes 10 minutes. But physical media is very slow now. It really is. Like, compared to, you know, digital. Yeah, that's why most, you know, PCs don't have disk drives anymore. No one bothers with it.
Does he realize what he just said? Do you think he realizes what he just said?
I've never played Fallout 3. Are you kidding me? Fallout 3 was one of the most infamous series of games I ever put out on the internet way back in the day when it was new. And people absolutely loved my multiple playthroughs that I've done over the years.
Did they?
I would like to replay it. And the reason that I haven't is because the rumor is that they're redoing it. And here's what happened. For years, everyone told me to play Oblivion. And I said, I'll hold off on playing Oblivion. I'll hold off on playing Oblivion. Then finally, people convinced me to play it. Okay, I'll play it. Played Oblivion, had a great time with it. Then they re-released it, modern remake. And I was like, just played the original, now the modern remake. Well, obviously, no one's going to want to watch me play the whole remake. So I ended up playing the remake for like 20 hours and I dropped it because no one wanted to see it anymore because I just played it. So I'm like, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to hold off on playing Fallout 3 for the absolute longest time. Because right now I can play it on PC probably with cool mods and everything to make it amazing, right? And then I'm going to finally cave and be like, I'm tired of waiting. Let's play Fallout 3 again.
Ah.
And the moment that I finish my playthrough of it, they'll announce the remake. And I'll be like, they did it again. Six Hybrid, thank you for 7 months as a
terrible
member
right now.
of the channel. I really appreciate that. If you guys have enjoyed today's morning show, please support the stream. We're coming to the end of the show in the next 5-10 minutes. Now would be the time. Let's get some support. How about we get a sub over on Kick? Or how about our first kicks? We don't have any kicks today. Let's get our first kicks over on Kick. How about we get a tip bigger than the $3? Let's get like a $5 tip. How about we get some memberships, right? I don't think we've had a new membership today. We've had some resub, but let's get a new membership today. Right? Let's go.
Uh-oh, controller batteries.
You don't think Fallout 3 is getting the remake? If that were the case, then that means the document that they leaked, they changed their plans. In that document, it said Fallout 3 remake and Oblivion remake, and Oblivion remake was real. But yeah, you're right. We haven't heard head or tails of this Fallout remake, so I wonder if it's real or not. Okay.
Uh-oh.
V Souza says, if you're playing so much Pokemon recently and that's Nintendo owned, is it hypocritical to be critical of Nintendo? No. Just because you enjoy content out of a company doesn't mean you can't criticize them. That's absolutely ludicrous. Just because I like some things they're doing, I have to kiss their butt? How stupid and disingenuous would that be? That's wild that you would even say that. That's very stupid, actually.
Okay, good. Nice crash out.
And for the record, all the Pokemon stuff I'm playing is pretty old. Like, Brilliant Diamond, old Pokemon, right? Champions, okay, arguably Champions is new. Kind of. It was out for months, and now it just came out on mobile, so you could argue that it's new again. But it's not really new. It's kind of just an interesting premise of a game.
Yeah.
But that's it. There's 2 games that I'm playing that are
An
Pokemon.
interesting premise of a game. I like how you worded that.
You think that a third of my content is Pokemon. That's false. TCG Card Shop Sim is not Pokemon. It's not owned by Nintendo, for the record. Would I want to see Abel in Street Fighter 6? No. I didn't like Abel.
Abel?
I
Abel?
want Hakan back. But you'll never see him back, but I want Hakan back.
Who the fuck is Abel? Who the fuck is Abel? Oh my god. Abel, you fucking dented. Like Tribuket. Is Abel, does he know how to use his Tribuket? That's what I want to know. Abel.
Game Freak? Yeah, Game Freak, I guess, makes the Pokemon games. But I think Nintendo overall owns the IP. Is that true? Not 100% on that. But I know that Nintendo does own everything of Pokemon, correct?
Correct.
They don't own them fully. I'm being told Nintendo owns an interest, but not fully. Okay. Game Freak is the developer. Nintendo is the publisher. Is that a grizzly bear or a Kodiak bear on my shirt? That is a brown bear. A brown bear. Sorry, you're wrong.
They weren't
Grizzly's
wrong, they
Black
were
Mountain.
asking.
So why would there be a brown bear on Black Mountain? I don't know.
And they were just asking. I mean, there probably are a dent, you know, let's be honest, but...
Have I considered playing Beyblade? No. I don't know anything about Beyblade whatsoever. No clue.
Good. DSP gonna get hooked on Beyblade now. Hey, money on the floor.
All right, well, it seems like we are winding down here. Last chance
Yeah,
if you want
seems
to
like
tag
I
me in either
can't-
chat and ask me a question, do a little bit of Q&A. This has been a heck of a morning show. And then we're going to get to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
What?
Oh, excuse me. I'm gassy today for some reason. I don't know what's
good.
going on.
Oh, my controller batteries. Tribute kit. Fuck's sake. Yeah, I know what a tribute kit is.
Game Freak and Creatures Inc. own 66%, so Nintendo owns 33%. Interesting. Yes, before your eyes is the night stream. It is the entire night stream because I'm being told the game's just roughly 2 hours long. So we will do the entirety of the game on the late stream tonight. Do subs get a discount on pack openings? Yes, here's how it goes. For a big, I'm going to give you a big deal. You ready? 10 gifted subs on Kick gets you 1 guaranteed pack opening. Okay? And then that adds to the cumulative total that we're doing. When we get to 100, 150, 200, also we have more pack openings.
Just one.
So 10 subs right now, boom, get a pack opening just like that. There you go. Oh, okay,
my
I
God.
guess I'll announce this
Greg's nearby.
just to get it out of the way because people have been asking me this for 2 straight days.
Oh, God.
So, if you remember, the Steam machine reservations, or I should say, the opportunity
Oh, no,
to
it's in
get
50
a
minutes.
Steam machine, okay, launched, what was it, last week? And so, what you had to do is go to the Steam page on, the Steam machine page in Steam, and you had to tell them which versions of the Steam machine you were interested in getting, okay? Since that happened, and I did register for all 4, I sat down and I had a conversation with my wife about it. I told her the features, we looked at it and everything, and we came to the conclusion that she probably doesn't want it, that if we're going to get her a PC, we're going to try to go get her one that would be exactly what she wants, rather than getting this one. I mean, the one thing she liked about Steam Machine is the form factor. It's a 6-inch
The
by
form
6-inch
factor?
It's compact, easy to put in a setup or whatever. But outside of that, it just doesn't seem great, and it seems pretty limited with what it can do for the price. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of spending $1,000 or $1,300 on a Steam machine, spend $1,500 to $1,700 on a PC that's even better and has more things that you want, right? So
Right.
after having that discussion with her, we decided against getting it. And then it was funny. It was like, as we made that decision, I got the notification from Steam, hey, we selected you. And they selected me to get the $1,300 model. What was it, $1,350? So it doesn't have the Steam controller, but it's the higher end hard drive, the 2 terabyte hard
Oh,
drive.
yeah, you're going to get that?
And they said, you can get it. And I was like, you know what? Here's what I could do. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to resell it for massive profits, scalping it on the internet.
No,
So people are putting
that'd be
this up for
stupid.
like $3,000 on eBay. So I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to resell it and make insane profits on it.
No.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. What I'm going to do is if you don't take advantage of the purchase opportunity, they literally will give it to someone else. So I'm just going to let it time out, and they're going to give it to somebody else at regular price rather than me scalping it for massive greedy profits. I'm just going to let someone else get it. Okay? It could have went the other way. We didn't know, you know. But
I mean,
nah, after looking at it,
for
like,
once,
you know,
I can't fault
probably
the
spend
big.
a little bit more, get a much better thing, get a much better PC than what the Steam machine is. I think
And
that's
with
what we're
those
gonna
2 PCs that he's got, he knew it would be too obnoxious for him, even for him, to buy a Steam machine.
Let's see here. Haseo, how are you? 61 months as a member, and he says, I just read the article of Physical Games No More. It's sad and heartbreaking. That being said, what would that mean for other media? Anime has a large physical market. I wonder how that will be. I don't know yet. You know, when you look at movies, movies right now have a huge digital presence, but I think here's the difference. With movies and TV right now, it's kind of a nightmare because constantly the licensing rights of movies and TV is moving all over the place, right? These popular shows, they're on Netflix today, then all of a sudden they're on Paramount Plus, then all of a sudden they're on this other one. Same thing with movies, they keep moving. So physical media still kind of makes sense for movies because you own it and you know you can play it whenever you want. Therefore, you don't have to worry about.
No one buys DVDs, bro. Come on now. Almost no one buys DVDs anymore, DSP. Like, yeah, there's a market for it. But it's a very small market. It's nowhere near the size of what it used to be. Even slightly, bruv.
About what subscription service do I need today to watch my favorite movie, right? With games, it's really not like that. With games, you know, all the Sony exclusives are always going to be on PlayStation Network Store. The Xbox exclusives will always be on Xbox Live. PC games that are third party are always going to be on Steam, but maybe other marketplaces, right? So I think it's a little different when it comes to anime movies and stuff like that because it's such a pain to navigate the digital marketplaces right now. It could change. I don't know. For games, I think it's a different animal right now. On Arexidev, thank you for being a member here. He says, would you ever do another family stream? You mean like with me and Kat? I mean, there's always a possibility in the future. 100%. But she has purposefully stayed off my streams for over 2 years now because when she was here playing Dondoko Island with me in that Like a Dragon game, once again, everyone just was toxic shitbags and just, you know, were horrible to her. And she just doesn't want to give people that control anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some people, it's easy to go in front of an audience every day and have people make fun of them. For me, I'm so used to it. You guys have called me every name in the book, and you continue to do so. Now you say I'm wearing diapers. Like, every day it's something new, right? It comes to the point where it's like, this is so fucking stupid. I don't care what you idiots say. You know, I'm gonna ignore what these moron trolls say, and I'm just gonna have fun with my real audience, right? But not everyone's made.
I love
like
how that game's
Some
just
people
straight
don't
into
want to
his
have
mind.
people all over the world saying horrendous, awful
I
things, and it
love
gets
how
to
that
them, even
came
though you
straight into
know
his
these
mind,
people
bro.
are worthless dirtbags who don't really affect anything, and they have miserable lives themselves, which is why they make fun of people on the internet. You know, you're infinitely better than them. Doesn't matter. Some people still
He's
get bothered
really
by
annoyed.
it. You know, my wife doesn't want
This
to
is about
get
that
that level of
diaper thing
harassment.
already.
So probably she's not going to come back. I would guess. You know, we gave it a try. Once
Yeah, I
again,
hope
the
she
same
doesn't.
exact result as the time
I
before.
hope she doesn't. I hope she never comes back.
So
I hope Fat
probably
Cat
not,
never
but
comes
I don't
back.
know. You know what they say is never say never. You know what I
I
mean?
don't care what she looks like.
And John,
I don't
never
care if she's
thank
hot
you.
as fuck.
Also,
I don't care if she got
I don't know
facial
if any of these were
surgery,
fresh.
she got fake tits, and she's been going to the gym 5 days a week, and she's like cheekbones and that, and she's hot as fuck. I don't give two shits. Keep her away. Get her out of it. We're not interested. Get her out. That's clearly not what she looks like, by the way. Diapers.
New ones? I think John's was. John, was that a new membership? It looks like it was. Yeah, it looks like it was, because when it says welcome to standard, or when it says welcome, that means it's...
God, his dress sense is so bad. His dress sense is so bad. Oh, it's so fucking bad.
It's fresh and new. The other ones are
Oh my
resub, so that
God.
one we can count. Thank you, John.
She looks like an Ozempic zombie. She might. She might.
Cool. So we actually got a
Because
membership this morning,
his
too. That's
version
awesome.
of thin and gorgeous might mean how people look when they've hit the Ozempic hardcore. Like you say, when they're all gaunt and that, and their neck's like all stretched out. They look like a fucking baby bird or something. Like, yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't care about Uwe Ball. Any further July plans for any one of my chat? What happened, Faithful Komodo? It looks like your message interrupted itself. 4th of July, I'm here. Indivestance Day is upon us. In only a few days, we're here all day long doing a marathon stream, celebrating the 4th of July, celebrating the vests, the hats, and the silliness of the past, cleaning out the closet, checking out my classic games collection, drinking, and I'm going to give away a ton of digital codes for free Pokemon cards for you guys over the course of the day. I'm going to give away a ton. You guys are going to get ridiculous amounts of free cards over the course of the day. It's going to be super fun.
Wow.
I'm also going to give out free memberships.
That don't mean shit. He gets those for free, and sometimes he still don't remember to do it.
Yes, you email for an unban. That's how it's always been. Big Larry, thanks for $1. He says, Happy Canada Day.
Oh, did you really email him asking him to unban me? Is that swine even in here? If that swine is in here somewhere.
Is different. I don't care. You call me a dinosaur. I'm an old fart. Especially for streamer standards, I know I'm an old fart. That's all good. Thankfully, do I look older? I do. Do I look like I'm an old man? No. So I'm happy for that.
I mean, you
Especially
don't look great. I don't really up close. I might look okay from here, but if you saw me stand, I look my age, I think, personally. Like, it shows. It all shows, chat. But DSP is a particularly poor example of aging.
So,
I would say.
You know, you still call me old.
Men can
Wisdom
still age
comes with
gracefully.
age. I think
You know,
I've learned
you
a hell
look
of a
like,
lot doing this.
I think ladies can too. I think they just try and hold on to the wrong thing. Some ladies just try and hold on to the makeup and the hair and all the nonsense instead of all like the natural like beauty parts, or like instead of like, I don't know, it's not like a fake tits or something bad or whatever, or like the arse implants or all that. It's not like the worst thing in the world, or the certain types of clothes and that. I think maybe they just chase like, they're chasing youth as opposed to like just kind of like, you know, sort of like sharpening what they've already got, you know?
No, I haven't bought a physical PS5 game in many, many years.
None of them go to the gym.
Thank you, John, for $5. He says, I'm looking forward to Saturday, and I hope
go
your day is
gym
going well.
and go for a little
so
run.
far, so good, except for the horrendous gaming news that we covered, but in general, the day is going fine.
And it's gonna it's not just about how you look, even though your body will deteriorate if you don't go even just do like a bit of physical activity with a kettlebell or some bullshit. Like, you probably like you die faster. People that have more muscle live longer. I know it's a very simplified version of it, but it's scientifically proven with many studies that strength training can directly benefit you in terms of like your actual longevity. Keeping your body like strong and healthy like helps you live longer, even if you give it a bit of abuse like I've done. Probably, hopefully, maybe, probably not. Maybe AI is going to make us all immortal and I'll be able to stream forever. I'm definitely not going to stream forever. If AI makes me immortal, I'm not streaming forever. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'm looking forward to a nice chill poke.
When I said never stop streaming, it was under the impression that I would die at the age of like something.
Pokemon stream with all of you right now. I'm looking
I don't
forward
know how
to
old I want to get. 80s? 70s? I don't know. I don't want to think about it.
Openings today.
I might be closer to that. I might be actually closer to that. Probably, maybe. Closer to that than I am to the beginning now. And maybe have been for a few years.
At some point. I'm looking forward to whatever this Before Your Eyes game is tonight that you guys have told me I really should play. So, yeah. Unsung Stranger, I have no idea what that message meant, which is why I'm not responding to it. I don't know what you mean. Are you saying that basically your gifted membership ran out? Is that what you're trying to say? I wouldn't worry. People give gift memberships all the time on this channel, and you very well might get it back right away. Someone tipped the buck and says we want to see Kat ripping Pokemon cards. Well, that's not going to happen. She's, like I said, she's not coming on stream, so you're not going to see her ripping Pokemon cards. Sorry. Aseo says, will any future retro game playthroughs be more difficult to do depending on how you play them given the news of today? Well, it's only going to affect games from 2028 onward, right? That's what they're saying. Like, physical copies will continue to be made and everything through 2027. So we got basically one more year of getting physical copies. And in 2028, say goodbye, digital, digital only. So in that regard, no, it's not going to affect anything. You know what I mean? Like, it should be fine for retro games, but, moving forward, yeah, long time it could. It could have some kind of an impact. A lot of people want unbans today. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I keep reading emails. People keep wanting unbans. I'm unbanning several people here.
Greg, let's go. Right, sit tight, chat.
Yes, Big Larry Gaming, thanks for another buck. He says, to be honest, it's ironic. I'm 3 years older than you, and I'm also a dinosaur who plays Street Fighter 6. Well, there you go. Thank you for the buck. Remember, if you do a $50 contribution, you immediately earn a pack opening today on stream. Sure would be great because that would double our support so far today if someone did that. That'd be amazing. Maybe a $50 tip or a nice juicy super chat. 10 subs on Kick or maybe 5,000 kicks. That would be amazing. Oh, the block says he wants me to reban all those people. All right, let me reban. I just unbanned this guy. Let me reban him. Reban and copy paste. And there we go. Reban. Very nice. Just unbanned them, then rebanned them right away. Beautiful. How do I vet those who want to be unbanned through my email? I don't. Usually if someone asks for an unban, I just give it to them. And then a lot of them get rebanned right away anyway for acting like assholes. So, generally 2-3 bans, I usually remember the person. What's the best Japanese card we've pulled so far? Morpeko. Really cool looking Morpeko. Very metallic, right? Very nice. But there could be a better one in the box. We don't know yet. We got to get go. We're about halfway through the box. I think we did 15 packs out of the 30. We got 15 to go. So let's go. Let's get that support rolling and let's rip some packs today. So far, we just got the one freebie pack. We got to get to $100 of support to get another pack. And of course, for a $50 contribution, that's another pack. So let's go. No, I do not have any kind of a public Discord, and I never will have one. It's too much of a liability, too much harassment on the internet. Not worth it. Yes, Greninja by far is still my top card. It's Greninja, and then it's that hyper rare Pikachu from Surging Sparks, and then it's the Hydreigon or Hydreigon. It's Hydreigon, right? Hydreigon is the third best. Well, Captain, I mean, it's a very simple fact. He says, I'm glad I've been a part of your streams for so long and I've never been banned. It's because you're a nice person. Nice people don't get banned. Nice people are calm and rational and say insightful things and fun things. And they, you know what I mean? Nice people don't get banned from my chat. It's only assholes. Those are the only people who ever get banned. Complete assholes. And there's a lot of assholes on the planet, sadly. Okay. Thank you, Spirit Face. Says, love your streams. Keep up the great work. Appreciate that. Unsung Stranger says, apologies for sending the last membership message. I didn't realize. I don't know what you mean. Unsung Stranger, I just don't understand what you're talking about. It looks like you don't have a membership anymore. So you're saying it ran out and you sent a message? I don't know. Chances are, if you had a gifted membership, you're going to end up getting another one. People are very generous around here. They tend to give memberships on the regular. This particular week, we haven't had a lot, but I guarantee you we'll have a bunch coming up. We got this marathon coming up on Saturday. If you're around, you might get one. Just saying. All right, guys. Great morning show. I think it's time to end it. Let's end the morning show so we can get into our Pokemon antics for today. Reminder, tomorrow is my final streaming day of the week, which I know is weird. Usually I'm here through Friday, but this week is a different one, so we can do the marathon Saturday. So FYI, there will be a level 1 podcast, although I might try to make it short because I want to do lots of gameplay of Dark Souls 2 tomorrow. We unlocked 4 different ways to go in the game, and I don't even know which way I want to go yet. So tomorrow could be a very fun day, so I'm probably doing a bridged podcast. Today we had a lot of gaming news to talk about on the morning show. All right. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the DSP morning show, chock full of news, and I'll see you all soon. Peace out. Okay, let's go. Let's get the Switch 2 set up. Let's get to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Let's have some fun together. All right, let's change everything around here. Here, let me get this monitor going.
Let's see. Account created June 30th, 2023. Following since November 23rd, 2025. Deloria, you fat bitch. Come on, bro. Try hard. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Where's the sub button?
All right, let me go get the Switch 2 hooked up, because it's not hooked up yet.
Give
me a sec here.
You want to explain yourself, Draggers?
Okay. Alrighty, guys. Oh, my hair is crazy today. My hair's out of control, all frizzy. Okay. All right, we ready to get started? Away we go. Excuse me. See how the volume is here. I might have to lower it. I think I had it pumped up. Nope, it's normal. Cool. Volume should be good. Bum bum, bum bum, bum bum. Oh crap, we're surrounded by Pokemon. Okay, hold on. I booted it up. We're surrounded by Pokemon. Whoa. All right, ready? Here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It's time for more Pokemon Brilliant Diamond here on DSP Gaming. And if you remember last time, we were busy recruiting brand new Pokemon to try to prepare for the gym battle because we didn't really have any Pokemon of the correct type for the gym battle we were about to do. And so we recruited a bunch and we're leveling them up, right? So let's actually go see if we can maybe get a few more. Then we'll get out of here and we'll see what we can do elsewhere. Here we go. A super effective waterfall. We get right into combat today. Super effective. He's sturdy. Son of a bee. Can I keep Hot Dog in the party? I think, well, he's in the party right now, correct? Or so we'll see. I think I've been keeping him in the party to see if we can get to that final evolution. You said it was level 34, and we're pretty close, actually. He's at 31 right now, or she's at 31 right now. There we go, nice level up. Crunch. Ooh, that could be good, right? Crunch is good. It's better than Bite. It's 80 damage instead, yeah. Oh, that's good. Let's get rid of Splash. There you go. It says he splashes around with no effect at all. What a great move.
La 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 la.
My next DSP treasure should be homemade meatball subs. I have not made any homemade sauce in a very, very long time, and I really don't have plans to. We actually don't really eat pasta that much anymore. We kind of cut it out of our diet to get rid of carbs. So, yeah, we're not really doing that right now. I'm not saying we never would go back to it, just we haven't done it recently. So we have the digging stuff, but I kind of want to just go and see if there's more Pokemon we can catch. See, there's a area over here we haven't been to yet. The left, far left. So Princess Luna says if you go to the 3rd floor of the department store to buy Dazzling Gleam, it's a really good fairy move to use against fighting-type Pokemon in the gym. We should get it then, right? That's a good recommendation. Thank you, Princess Luna. Let's see what we got over here. Another rocky cave? I mean, they're pretty much all rocky caves at this point. Oh, I want that Pokeball. PP up. Cracker Jack says, is it hard to make homemade sauce? Is it, like, difficult? No. But it's time consuming. And it takes a lot of patience. You have to do a lot of manual work if you want to do it properly. So basically, I hand grind the tomatoes to make sure that they're nice and, you know, the right consistency and they have a level of, like, the tomato skins that I want and chunks in the sauce. A lot of people will just go with tomato puree or whatever, but I actually hand grind them. I got to get the right ones, which are the big San Marzano tomatoes to make extra flavor. You got to slow simmer. Basically, you have to make a base. Do I have Bronzor? I don't remember. You have to make a base out of some kind of fat or oil. And so I use pork fat, and you have to, you know, basically fry that up first, then use the base to cook your meat. There's a lot of steps. And then on top of it, then you have to slow simmer the sauce all day. Yeah, we already have Bronzor. I thought so. You have to slow simmer the sauce all day. So you have to have the patience to keep going back and stirring the sauce so that it doesn't burn. So there's a lot to it. It's not just simply, oh, toss a bunch of ingredients together, mix it, it's done. No, it takes a lot of time over the course of a day. Is the sauce a little spicy? Yes, over the years, what I started to do is add cracked red pepper to it. And the red pepper adds a lot of good spice to it that makes it taste better, in my opinion. I used to not put any spice in it. And then I kind of was like, well, I should. And then when I started adding spice to it, it actually was much better. I'm sure one day I'll do it again. I'm absolutely sure one day I'll cook the sauce again. And maybe I will document it. Maybe I'll take my little tripod stick here and I'll use my phone and maybe I'll do like a whole, you know, vlogging series of making this sauce again. Like I said, it's not hard to do. It's just time consuming. Why is he not waking up? This is very frustrating. Thank you. Mystic Meg leveling up. So sadly, I'm not seeing any new Pokemon in this cave, so I guess we'll get out of here. There's only 1 or 2 more caves left we didn't go to. There's to the left, there's one there. See, we gotta go all the way around. Spirit Face, how are you? Thanks for $2. He says, who is your best Pokemon on your team right now? Well, first of all, hold on 1 second. I owe you a nice flex, don't I? Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually working out my biceps again tonight. My final workout until I have a day off from working out. Finally, 4 straight days I've been working out. Excuse me. So who's the best Pokemon on my team right now? If you're talking by the numbers, it would be Chief Keef because he's level 32. But I think Hot Dog's good as well. Mystic Meg seems to be stacking up to be pretty good as well. So, okay. Oh, I know you can scan for the hidden items, but at this point, I just kind of want to catch Pokemon. And then I want to get back to the main game, so I'm not going to stand here doing the mini game right now. Excuse me. So there's 2 to the right, and there's 1 to the left. We already got that thing. We got all these, right? Oh, wait, I don't think I have this guy. I think we went to catch him and we killed it by accident. Or did we get this one? Shoot, I think we might have this one. Hoot Hoot. Did I catch Hoot Hoot? I did catch Hoot Hoot. All right. Someone sent me $1.69 and asked, am I going to get Ocarina of Time Remake? Keep on gaming and doing what you love? Yes, I am. We're going to be playing Ocarina of Time Remake this fall, so I hope you guys will join me for that. Thank you for the buck. Wait, did we have that squirrel? I know we saw the squirrel before, but I actually don't know if we caught it. What about the goldback? I don't remember who we caught and who we didn't. Oh, I don't think we had the Lickitung, did we? We tried to get the Lickitung and we couldn't catch it. So maybe now we can catch the Lickitung. Yeah, we gave up on the Lickitung because remember I kept trying to catch it and it missed a million times. Maybe we have the Ultra Balls now so we can actually catch the darn thing. It's oblivious. Oh, great. I love the animation. It flinched. Sweet. All right, let's hit it. We tackle. That should get it to the red health. Nice. Now maybe we can catch it. Okay, remember last time we used a ton of balls, but since we have Ultra Balls, maybe we'll get it this time. What on earth? Are you kidding me? Okay, you can catch it in a cave. Let's use the Dusk Ball. We're definitely in a cave. Dude, what is up with the catch rate on this stupid thing? This is insane.
Sorry, chat. I had a nice chat with Greg.
Okay, what a pain.
I haven't seen him, no,
Woo!
a few months. I've been to Everlast. I can't remember the last time I went down there.
Lickitung. All right, guys. What do we
I had
want
a
to name
nice
our
natter with
Lickitung?
Greg.
It is male. I think we should call it
I got all
Gene
the gossip.
Simmons. What do you guys think?
I'm so sorry I left you with this
Name
piece
for
of
Lickitung.
shit.
So remember, if you do a $5 contribution, you can name Lickitung.
I'm so sorry I left you with this piece of
You
shit.
got the song, too.
Like doing Pokemon games. Is I fucking... Where's the money at? And then I'll play something. Maybe. What time is it?
Stucky fell in love. Grottle? Oh, look at this
Only
guy.
$60 for Pokemon
cool.
King.
Wow,
Bro,
not very
wow, we
effective,
already got
not
an hour
very
left and
effective, Not very
$60.
effective and not very effective, followed by a not very effective.
Oh, real honey, you have a bad day at work as well? Or just a difficult day? I had a bad
I mean,
day.
that was still decent.
Yeah, it's a real bad fucking day. It was one of them.
Ouch. He flinched. Great.
I'm not watching him play this shit. This is not my sort of thing. Still going for 5 more hours. happened with me. We were rushing to meet. We had to rush to meet a deadline that
Jeez.
didn't
All
need
the
to
Pokemon
be
are getting
set,
bodied.
just so that we could get concreting done for some reason on Thursday morning, even though we normally do it on Fridays. So we had to rush
Here we go.
and then stay at work for an extra nearly 3 hours. Not exactly against your will, like you can't leave.
Psybeam doesn't work
But
on
if I
Stunky.
leave, I'll probably not
He's
going to
immune
get
to psychic
paid and
attacks.
maybe
Wow.
not have a job. Because the geezer will be annoyed because he just expects you to stay for an extra 3 hours to meet his deadline that didn't make any sense when we could have just waited one more day and then
Okay.
made sure it was all, instead of having to rush today and having to like fuck around and like stay late
she
and
literally
like
has
we're
the
not
worst
half-ass
Pokemon for this
things.
fight.
So the highlight of the day, by the way, is
Seriously.
during all this rushing,
She has the
stressing,
absolute
trying to
worst
get
Pokemon
this
for this
like
fight.
trench
All her
dug and all
Pokemon
this other
got
shit.
knocked out.
I
That's crazy.
tangoed through the water main. Right? And the trench is starting to fill with water. We had to turn the stopcock off on the street. I had to like.
What's
Luckily,
for dinner tonight?
I
We're
was
having
strong
breakfast
enough,
for dinner,
dude,
so we're having a bunch
because
of
he couldn't
seasoned
fucking
scrambled
do it.
eggs. We're
And I had to
having
get
blue chicken
pliers
sausage links.
down this like
We're
long
having
hole in the fucking
keto,
thing with down to like my arm.
English muffins with
Grip the
sugar-free
thing. It used to just
jam.
be a tap. It's really
There
pain
you
in the
go.
ass now. Grip the thing with pliers and fucking twist it like
Whoa.
really hard to shut the
Done in
water
by
off.
2 kids. This isn't right. Boo! I should have kept my head down and just watched our warehouse. Correct. That stinks. Our Pokemon are weak.
Bailey
We
knows.
should get new ones from headquarters. Who cares about some
Bailey
Pokedex
knows.
anyway? Team Galactic is going to own
Yeah,
all the Pokemon
it
in
just
the
the
world,
whole
not the
thing
universe.
made no
take your Pokedex.
fucking sense at all. Like
Well,
whatever
since
the
we have the
reason,
warehouse
and then
already
even if
moved
there
to
was a
Pastoria City
reason,
anyway,
let's say the
so
dude's
we'll
like, oh,
say,
because
you'll get yours
I'm
next
going
week,
out
so
on
brush me
Thursday
off.
night, or well, I want to do this on Friday. Like, bro, didn't tell ya.
Stunky is dark and
Didn't
poison. It's
explain
psychic type.
why.
If it wasn't dark, she would have been fine. There you go.
Bro himself left early on Tuesday because he wanted to go up London and do something he wanted to do. Cool, that's your business. That's fine.
What are you gonna do now?
Like, that's your right. But don't then be like, well,
I've
I've got some arbitrary
Obviously, we know what we're
deadline,
doing.
so
We're
now
in
I'm
the
taking
warehouse to
3
fly.
hours out of your fucking day
been waiting to do it.
because we got to get this
I don't know if I
done.
want Stunky as
And
the main
stressing you
Pokemon
the
now,
fuck
because it
out
seems
and
like
being rude
they're gonna have Pokemon
and
that
abrasive
are
about
counter
it.
to that. It will start with Evelyn.
Like,
It's the
I
lowest
fucking
level,
went
and
through
then we'll
this
go from
water
there.
main.
Probably.
And then he's like, well, you
Hey,
got to dig
Michael, how
round
are
it
you
so I
today?
can get the
Good to
pipe
see
and I
ya.
can fix it, right? So I'm digging round it, like trying to clean
Okay.
it, like covered in mud, like we're trying to sort it out. We're both
Live,
there.
we got it.
Poor fucking Bailey's right there next to me.
La,
He
la,
didn't even
ding,
fucking
dong.
do anything. He's just
Does
trying to
he?
help, yeah. And he's like
That's
getting
excellent.
pulling the fucking mud out with me, getting
Who can we
stuck in.
teach Fly to?
And then I clean it, do some of it, and he looks at it and goes, well, you have to clean some more of that, or whatever. You got to get some more of that. And Bailey's like, it's all good, I'll do it.
Only
And he gets in
Sabrina
there and like hacks
may or may
away
not
at it.
do that. I'll have to think about
He
it.
didn't
But
even
let's clear
do
the
it.
warehouse first.
Had nothing to do with him. And he gets in there, and then when he comes over, he moaned about it again. And he was saying to him, well, you didn't do that. And literally, I watched him 5 minutes before he's
Oh, they
there,
want me in.
hacking the fucking concrete away, like cutting the root thing, trying to expose more of this
you
fucking
can't do it
pipe so
then.
we can
Darn.
like fix it.
Did I try mystery?
And then he's
gift
like
yet? No, I
there,
didn't try
mumbling,
anything.
getting the thing, like hacking more of it off himself, like
don't
not
spend
having a
over
go at
hours
him
return,
like
I don't know.
directly,
Because I don't
just getting
know why he
what
left.
you
I
mean like
can't
that,
answer
and
that
getting all like
question.
yeah,
If I
well,
didn't-
just being a fucking cunt, yeah, for no fucking reason at all.
Knowing the reason done
Oh my
spelled
god,
last,
DSP still
then I would
nattering
be
in the
able to have a
background.
better-
I don't just mean like you had a bad day and you took it out on the people you work with a little bit. I mean, it's just ingrained in you. Just weird, like fucked up, like I don't even know what type of behaviour. Just with the people you work with, like they're, or like it's like you're chastising a fucking child over the simplest mistake sometimes, like the simplest fucking things. And it's not just, it is ticks and stuff like that, but it's at a point where it's just like developed to the fact that none of us want to work for this guy. None of us do.
At the start of the year, near the start of the year, it was all right. It was fine. He would like have his moments, but it was me, Bailey, and my mate Bill. Right, Bill couldn't take it for like Bill's worked for himself for years. It took Bill like Bill was with him for like 6 months or something. He left because he had disagreement with him. Again, over like whether it's big shit, small shit, he just like butted against his personality. So it's just been the rest of us, and just slowly he started to do it to all of us as well. Just for no fucking reason. It's not even about, it is a bit of that, like the perfectionist, but you know, like, you can't, there's only so long I'm going to put up with you not being able to regulate your emotions at work. Okay? Because I'm here, and I said this to one of the lads in the group chat today. I said, we're here fucking 5 days. Well, I've been doing community service and shit. For the most part, you're at your workplace 5 days a fucking week. 8 hours a fucking day, okay? I don't care what job I'm doing. I cannot. It's not even about, do you know what? It's not even about need. It's not even about that, yeah? And I feel for this lad, because he's fucking younger, and he's more enthusiastic, and he's more like just happy-go-lucky than I am. I can't be around someone like that. It's not even about need. I can't be around someone who's going to fucking bring me down like that every single fucking day over nothing, over the most minute shit. And it's not about jealousy like I want something this geezer has. This geezer has it absolutely made. He's worked hard all his life. Like he's going to retire and enjoy like holidays. Like he's got family. So why the fuck are you treating me like I'm a fucking 15-year-old child? Because I didn't clean something quite right. Or we didn't dig something quite the way you wanted us to dig it. Okay? I'm not going to keep dealing with that shit. I'm not going to have no big blow up. I don't mean, I'm going to say something. I'm just not going to do it. I don't have time. I don't want to live my fucking life like that. It's not worth it. These lads are young and they got it all ahead of them. I'm not. I'm not. He's just slowly, collectively made all of us miserable. And like, we still have a laugh at work. And the guy's not a bad guy when he's not being a cunt. But it'll all be fine, happy-go-lucky. And then all of a sudden, it's not just about, oh, you did something wrong, so I need to explain that you made this mistake. Or you keep making, look, maybe you're just not good at that. Or maybe you do that a bit more. Or maybe I need to take more time with you to explain quite how to do this because you don't understand. It's just, if you can't do it, I just bitch or get weird about it until you do it right. And I will show you, but mainly I'll just let it get to me. Like, if you do it wrong, I just get weird about it. Like, why didn't you do it right? Because I'm not you, retard. That's why I didn't do it right. Because the only way you got is your way. And again, like, most of the time, this dude's fine. And it'd be like, say you do a good job or whatever. And again, I'm not being funny. We do not sit around and do nothing. It may at them occasionally for like phone or whatever. I'm telling you now, like, and I said this to them, I've never worked as hard in my life as I work for this dude. I've worked hard like landscaping and roofing and like different jobs. Like, we have hardly any breaks. We have a fucking short lunch and we work, like, we do a job fast and we fucking work our asses off. This cunt was out, we were out there, loads of places were having days off when it was hot last week. It's up to like 36, 37, not whole days. People was having like, some guys were having days off in like the building trade, half days or whatever. Nah, we was out there, son. The only reason we had a day off is because we couldn't work one day because they were having something else done on the house. We were out there in it, cooking. It's not even that he's retarded by nature, Asheron. He's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because on the surface, you would think to yourself, like, why? Like, who hurt you, dude? Because you've got everything. I don't mean it, again, I don't mean it in some sort of weird, like I'm jealous or I'm like, some sort of like, you know, in like a cringy way or something. The dude's worked hard. The dude's wife had some really good job. Like, they live in a nice house. They got other properties. He like super into like his garden and all this shit. They do loads of holidays. They got like again, as I said, like family, social. They do loads of stuff. They got a great life. That's the point. They've got a great fucking life. So why are you coming to work and just shitting on the dudes you work with sometimes? I don't mean just getting a bit moody because someone fucks something up or cost you some money, which rarely happens, by the way. It's not like we're costing this dude. We didn't cost him any money today, just a bit of time, by the way. Costing this, I don't know what the little fixing thing he probably had to buy. It was probably about 30 quid, 40 quid at most, maybe less than that. But why? Again, why can't you regulate your emotions around these people? It's just facts, chat. I'm sorry. I hadn't actually gone that deep on it, Rehan. But, yeah. Yeah, that's what happened today. And we're all just kind of standing there at the end of the day, just looking at each other like, what the fuck was that? You know? Oh, the batteries run out of my controller. Hang on, chat.
At Robot Gorilla Man 6193 gave $5 through Super Chat. You absolute monster 30. It's abuse and behavior. Be nice when they want to be nice.
And for all of that, my back's still hurting a bit. Not enough that it hurts me bad, but you know. Bro, we got $5 super chat. Robot Gorilla Man, you did not have to do that. But I do appreciate it. Nonetheless, don't think I don't, but you did not have to. With the $5 super chat. I appreciate the fuck out of you. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it does count as... Like, I don't want to... I shy away from using the term abusive because, obviously, there are, like, abusive partners that, like, beat the fuck out of their partner and verbally abuse them, like, a lot and psychologically and that. But, like, it's not... I get what you mean. Like, it's on the scale of behaviours like that somewhere, isn't it? And to be this weird Jekyll and Hyde, I'm going to be nice to you sometimes, but, like, I'm going to be a bit complete cunt to you at others. Ah. I need those. Where is it? Hello? Oh, yeah, okay. I got, like, not enough pistol rounds. I've got not enough... oh. We've got some sniper rounds, actually. And I ain't got health. What time is it? And it's already 11:05. 3 hours. What time should it really be? Hang on. Let me work it out, man. I'm joking.
I know, Kat. I was just thinking as well. It should be earlier in the night. I was just thinking the exact same. Right, you can chat. You can. I'm talking. What? Oh, I went the wrong fucking way. I had to get the head thing. I don't think I did. Because I'm stupid. After blasting literally everyone. Let's go. I'll take that too. Oh, thank you. Okay, we needed that. We needed that. Really? Okay. Okay, it cost me 1 shell. I'm fine with that. I'm good with it. Right, I've got to do this room. I've got to figure this one out. Oh, it's in there. Okay. Okay, hang on. So, glass on the right. We've got glass on the right there, but no. What was the other one? Plate. Glass on the right, no plate. Glass on the right, no plate. Glass on the right, no plate. The bottom instead. Has the plate got food on it? No. That one. Right, I already did her on that one, and it was wrong. Or at least nothing happened. Look, because the napkin thing is like... I don't know if that matters. Maybe it's done like... how she's looking at you. I can't remember this.
Spread out.
Okay.
Oh, no. No.
Ashley.
Look at that.
Okay.
Right, what's his one? Bottle and the food. Which is this one. I already did that. I'm sure that's where Leon has to sit. Time. Got a job as a stocker. And I'm usually very sore after work. Like where specifically? This ain't gonna work. No, it's the glass. See, he ain't got glass. Wait. Has he? Oh, there is a glass on the inside. Oh, bro, it's this one. It's this one.
We gotta be missing something.
Yeah, what am I missing? Arms, back, calves. Now, I would say because it's recent, it's because you're not used to it. And slowly,
over time, you will naturally adapt to it. Let's say, I don't know, 1 to 3 months or something like that, depending on how strenuous the work is, how much you're doing it. But yeah, you'll naturally get used to it, I reckon. But if that doesn't happen and it's actually painful, then it's either, I guess, something about how you're doing it, or get a different job because it's fucking you up too much. Right, bro, plate's empty, not. They have to be right. It's like the only ones it can be. The only thing that looks a little off is her. I'm worried that they have to sit like, it's done as if they got to sit opposite each other or some shit. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. If he was sitting here and he was looking at her like that, he'd be sitting here. But in the other one, she'd be there. Let's try that. No. Please.
Have a seat.
Hang on.
That ain't it.
Ashley.
I'll have to go for a wander. I don't get it. I remember this. Let's just try her there. This ain't right, but I just want to try it. No. I'm not. I think it count. I think the forks and that count as well. But the only one that has an empty plate and a glass, with the glass on the right, as if the woman was going to be sitting there, is this one she's sitting at right now. All the rest of them have got bread and that. And the one for him has got the glass on the inside, which is this one right here. I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm missing something. Glass on the inside there, but the plate's empty. Glass on the inside. Oh, hang on. Wait. Yes, Bailey.
Like we figured it out.
He was on the other table. There was one at the end. I didn't check. And it was the spoons and that was different. Bailey was right, see? Let's go. Got 2 out of 3 now. I don't know where the last one is. Locked. Oh, hang on. There's a fucking medallion in there. Wait. Where is it? What? And... where the fuck is it? What? Where the fuck is it? Is it different level? Oh. Right, I ain't got time for that. We'll come back later for that. That's not a priority. don't know where the third one is. It must be. Please be right. Okay, it's right.
Hey, Leon, there's some armor. Bet you could use it like a bulletproof vest.
Nah. She gets chased by a fucking knight at some point as well. I remember that being a pain in the ass, trying to save her. Oh, yeah, let's go. Did she? What? Need that. Okay, let's have a quick organize here. Nope. Mate. Oh, you fucking whatever. We'll do that later. If I get more stuff, then I'll reorganize it. I can hear him. Fucking. Okay, here we go.
Ashley, stay up there.
Okay, be careful. The armor!
Come on, you can't be serious.
Oh no. Oh yeah, you got to hit that bit. That's right. Ow. Get back. That was not a good shot. That was. No. No. Look at that. Shit. Bro, I keep missing it. It's annoying me. Oh! Oh, fuck off. Oh my god, there's another one. Okay. No, not good. Oh, we nearly took a big hit right now. That would not have been good. That might have killed me. Not good. It's fine until they start running. Okay. It did. But we ain't risking it. Right. Threw that shot away. It's unnecessary. Threw that shot away. Fucking hell. Oh my God. Bro. I like this gun, but sometimes at range. Back. Reload this thing. Ah. Oh my God. Can we make her... Oh, she's already actually pushed that shit. Okay, we're lucky we got that. Oh my god, how many are there? Oh, that one's on his back. Oh my god.
Yeah. Nighty night. Nights.
Okay. Okay. It was a bit crazy. Oh, I feel like the sniper rifle was the champion in that fight. I'll be honest. Right. She needs to be quiet. Whilst I make spares. Sacrifice shotgun ammo for that. That was potentially a mistake. I could have conserved a bit better at the start because I kind of forgot how to fight them. What?
Leon! Nice catch. You sure you're alright? You're not burned, are you?
No. Thanks for your help. I really did the trick.
I'll take that. More. Actually didn't see these. Let's go.
Ashley.
No problem.
Of course.
You don't think they're gonna move, do you?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Right, we'll kill the rat. For the quest thing. Yeah, see? 2 or 3. I don't even know if I've seen the other one. Okay, so there's snake, the lion, and the goat. Oh, it just does it. Okay, it just knows regardless. Alright. Alright. I thought I was going to have to fucking check it again.
Leon, the stairs!
Stay back. Run. Now!
Okay. Leon just being Leon. Oh, do I have to play as her now? No, please. Oh no, please.
I won't run. Wait for me, Leon.
That's it. It's to be fair. It's, oh. Right, we're not doing this now. Hey, look, we're playing Resident Evil 9. Even though that was like, they touted it as first person, but you could play it like this. I need to find a light. Let's take this lantern that's right here. Oh. Yeah, because the things are weak to it.
That's why I saved those fucking flashbangs for last. Ah! I need to kill the rat. Fuck off. Uh-oh.
Is that a clock?
Something's gonna have the time on it. There's something about forebear. Maybe one of the paintings. Oh God! We can't just run around. I need to. What did it say? It said, "The resting forebears answers for the chosen time. If it is the Lord's blessing, have courage and." Bro. Let me check that room again. I might still have to go down there and check. Yeah. Oh. 8. I don't know why this little clock would be it. It better not be. Like on the night or something. Please don't wake up. Because there, at some point, you do have to run from one of these things. As her. I can't quite remember it. I don't think it's this. It's so small, we can't see it. I don't think we can get that time on it. Like, it's got a second hand, it's got a minute hand, I mean. I don't think it's that. We can't interact with it. I thought it was the painting, but there's nothing on the painting. It's probably down in the library somewhere, like a big painting maybe in the library. We'll see. Oh yeah. Oh.
It's locked.
So these segments are extremely annoying. Hmm.
A hidden staircase? It must lead to a secret room or something.
Okay, good. Uh oh. Well, I got my bed. We got keys at least. See? Suit of armor. Oh, Leon. See? Leon's got the fucking thing for that. Right, well, why are you going? It's because it kind of looked like it. It's kind of freaky. I don't like it much. She's kind of freaky in Resident Evil 9 as well. Let's go. I think I went the wrong way. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah, we did. Because we still don't know the time. We just got the key for the door, probably. Oh. Anyway. Fuck. Yeah. The big baby thing in Resident Evil Village is pretty freaky. You know who freaks me out? You know who freaks me out whenever he turns up? I'll show you. Before we go to bed, I'll quickly show you. This guy. This guy. This is a guy from Outlast. And whenever he turns up, oh god. You just get this certain music. He always turns up at like the worst moment. Oh, he's horrible. He's horrible. I hate this guy. Yeah, all Chris Walker encounters. Not even so much about the encounters, it's just him coming after you is just awful. It's just the worst. And he's all fucked up because he like scarred his own face up and that. Whistleblower? Is he? Oh yeah, he's in that, I guess. But yeah, he just turns up. No. That's just the theme. Oh yeah, he's in Whistleblower. Have a look. All Chris Walker encounters. He just turns up and fucks your day up. Look, the sewer. You gotta go through the little tunnels, getting away from him down there. This is the worst bit, when you're in the water. You just hear him drop in. And he's just walking around. You hear his little chains rustling. Just like beelines it towards you. I don't know how this guy is not getting spotted. He must have like... Oh yeah, the guy's... He's not got... Maybe not got cheats on, but he's just like... Normally he'd be seeing you by then. And he sees him. Just... He's the worst. He's the worst. The Whistleblower is kind of freaky, yeah. But it didn't freak me out. Like, Whistleblower's more like disgusting. Whistleblower's definitely more disgusting. But it didn't freak me out the same way Chris Walker did. I want to see something. We're gonna flex. I'm gonna flex now. I can't remember all the stuff I did on Outlast 1. I know you like that one. That was hard. I can't remember what else. Not a lot else on this one. Look, these ones without reloading the camera batteries. No. I'm never doing those. I did some on Outlast 2 as well. But I think they're all just, again, don't, like, without hiding, basically. People don't... Outlast 2 gets a bad rep. Outlast 2 is good as well. I did it on Nightmare. Let's go. Look, without hiding in a barrel. Oh my god. Bro, by the way, I did that on the same difficulty. I did it on Nightmare. Look, I got all those achievements. That all on the same day. I did it on Nightmare mode without hiding in barrels in under 4 hours. The Outlast 2 is not as hard once you know it. I'm not some like speed runner or something. But this game is not as hard as the first one once you know it. Like once you know the route and like how to, like the way away from like some of the enemies. That's what fucks you over. It's not knowing. And the Outlast one's even worse for that. Just the way the corridors and everything is. There's so many like dead ends and shit like that. You just run down and you're just fucked. But yeah. Amazing. Also, like I said about Hotline earlier, Outlast, amazing gem of a game. Outlast 1 and 2. And Trials is good as well, but Trials is definitely best with friends, I would say. Which just for me takes a little something away from what Outlast is. I still like it and it's good, but as a co-op game, it kind of lent a bit more into the whole streamers and co-op and like that sort of crowd, which is cool. And it works really well for Outlast, but at the same time, I want it to be like just me against like, you know, whatever the fuck next thing they cook up in their next game. But yeah. Okay. That's it. In approximately 9 hours, I will be concreting. Mate, I don't want to. And then occasionally, sometimes after we concrete, we go calf. It's not even a good calf. It's not even a good calf. Okay? It's not even a good calf. It's not even good. Anyway, let's have a look at who have we got? What poor soul's alive? I see a poor soul. Ah, yes. Till next time, chat. I hope you had a nice night. I did. I'll be back. See you soon.